Come on. 7.
7, yes, sir. Sir, don't you think that's a little late to be...
4. Point is 4.
Oh, very good, sir. 4 is a lot better. You see, if you keep the men...
Shut up, you dunce.
4.
All right, you men in there, freeze. You're all under arrest. Pencil out. I want you to get names and ranks and serial numbers.
Names?
I said you men come out there with your hands up. This is your captain speaking.
What is it, Christy? Well, little Christina needs a tonsil operation right away. My wife says it's going to cost $300.
For a tonsil?
And she wants me to wire the money right away.
Oh, brother, what timing? Just when we're all flat broke.
Hey, any of you guys scoring the mail call?
Nothing here, T.
How about you, Mr. Parker? You get something we can hock?
Oh, I don't know. It's for Mom. Maybe it's another batch of her jellied spinach.
It's a number painting set.
6 great masterpieces by Paul Gauguin, world-famous French artist.
Hey, boy. Mom always said I was artistic ever since I started a finger print on the wall with my oatmeal.
We'd have more luck hustling the jellied spinach.
All right, you boys. Here's the duty list for today.
Now then. We already got the duty list for today, Skip.
We got to raise $300 right away.
What?
Yeah, little Christina needs a tonsil operation.
Oh, what a rough break. Now, where in the heck can we find $300 in a hurry?
Maybe I write and ask Admiral Yamamoto for back pay.
Speaking of Yamamoto, what's so wrong with you and me going over and asking Binghamton for an advance in our pay?
Hey, maybe you're right. The worst he can do is fire us, and then we can let you have our unemployment insurance.
We're wasting time. Let's go.
Good luck.
They don't stand a chance of getting that dough from Lead Bottom.
If only we had something to sell. Some hot item that, Wait a minute. Didn't Gauguin live right here in the South Pacific?
Yeah, so what?
So what if we suddenly discovered some genuine masterpieces by the great Paul Gauguin? Boy, I bet they'd sell like crepe Suzettes.
Huh?
That's French hotcakes to you, Willie.
That's a famous painting?
Looks more like somebody's algebra homework. Sure. Once you put the right numbered paints in the right numbered spaces, behold, instant masterpiece.
Well, excuse me, sir. Oh, speak of the devil. Awfully glad to see you, McHale. Now, hear this, and this is an order. You're restricted to your base until further notice.
Restricted? What for? What'd we do?
Yeah, you usually hate us for some reason.
I'll tell you what for. Senator Duncan is in the area.
And we hear he's a real blue nose.
Oh, that's a shame. I always hate to see a senator who drinks.
You hate to see us. Get out of here. Get out of here.
No, wait a minute, sir. Wait. Before we go, I'd like to ask a favor of you, sir.
Oh, what's a favor?
Just a small one.
Oh,
I was wondering if you'd authorize an advance in our next month's pay, sir.
McHale, if I authorize anything, it's going to be your execution. Get out.
No, wait a minute, sir. You see, Quartermaster Christopher's little girl needs a tonsil operation, and it costs $300, sir.
Yeah, sure, of course. You know something, McHale? I'm just slipping. You used to be able to tear my heart out with a lot better stories than some poor little child who needs a miserable tonsillectomy.
Put yourself in her place. How'd you like to go through the rest of the war with a sore throat and a runny nose?
All right. We're going, Captain. But thanks a lot, sir, for having such a good heart.
You act more like a guy with a bad liver.
You dodo. Get out of my yard. Liver. I'm telling you.
Child hater.
Get out of here.
Beautiful foods, beautiful. Look, I'm already signed and everything.
Old Gauguin couldn't have done better himself. A couple more like this and Christina's tonsils are as good as out.
We could have enough dough left over to even take out her appendix.
You're right. Hey, Skip, any luck with old Lead Bottom?
Yeah, I'm afraid not, Christy, but don't worry. Hey, what's this? Genuine Gauguin master... All right, now what in the blazes is going on here?
Hey, that's one of my number paintings.
Number paintings? Oh, no.
Got to find out something big this time. I feel it in my bones.
I hope so, sir. The last time you said that, it turned out to be your rheumatism.
For crying out loud.
Wait a minute, Skip. No one is ever going to get the wiser. We just cover up the numbers.
Oh, just get... Oh, that's just dandy. And do you know what'll happen if Binghamton finds out about this little racket? Huh? He's going to cover us with numbers right across our chests.
Elroy, they're in the numbers racket. Come on, we got him. Shut up, you dunce. Now, quick, before they get away.
Come on, get in here.
All right, you racketeers, you freeze.
Oh, hi, Captain. What's all the excitement, sir?
Boy, you must have got dressed in a rush. Your underwear's showing.
Just keep away from me, you boob. That's all I want from you is keep away from me. All right, McHale, what are you trying to hide there? What is that?
Nothing, sir. Nothing. You see, we're just trying to give a little homey touch around here, sir. It does brighten things up, don't you think?
Oh, sure. Captain Binghamton, look at this. Give me that.
Art auction today, genuine Gauguin masterpieces. A little homey touch, huh? And there's the name right down in the corner. Gauguin.
Oh, now, wait a minute, sir. You see...
So that's why you wanted the $300, huh? You found some priceless Gauguin masterpieces and you're buying them up dirt cheap from the poor, ignorant natives, and you're selling them at a fat profit, right?
Well, not exactly, sir. You see...
Oh, no, Quint. Don't apologize. I'm surprised. I didn't know your water rats had this much culture.
Oh. Well, thank you, sir. But you see...
No, McHale. I want to encourage you. And just to prove my point, I'm going to buy that picture from you for $300.
Now, wait a minute, sir. You see...
Look, Skip. We all know that's pretty cheap for an original Gauguin. But he is the captain.
No, honest, Captain, you don't want to buy this painting for $300.
I bought this painting already. It is mine.
Oh, sir, you're bleeding.
I am? How's
Yes.
that? No, I am not bleeding. But they're going to be. That painting is still wet. I've been swindled. You're under arrest, you art hustlers.
Well, it's not our fault, sir. We didn't have time to put up the wet paint sign.
Right, sir, I've been trying to tell you that...
Now, you knock it off, McHale. Gauguin is dead, and this painting has just been finished. Now, how do you explain that? I've caught you red-handed.
Correction, sir. I'd say it's more of a purple. You see, red has...
Oh, shut up. I'm going to call it SP.
How about now, Captain?
Skip, we've really had it now.
You can say that again. Oh, brother. Hey, a brother right now would make all the difference.
What do you mean, Skip?
Shh. You guys follow my lead. Oh, Captain,
Now, you just save your breath, McHale. That is the most dastardly trick you've ever pulled on me, trying to palm off that forgery as a genuine Paul Gauguin.
Now, I agree, Captain. We should have told you right off the bat that isn't a Paul Gauguin.
Oh, no. Belay that. Trying to cop a guilty plea isn't going to help you now, McHale.
What I mean is, sir, that that painting is by Paul Gauguin's kid brother, Claude Gauguin.
Are you trying to tell me that Paul Gauguin has a brother by the name of Claude Gauguin?
Yes, sir. You see, Claude is still in seclusion painting over at Colony Island. We saw him yesterday just by accident when we were out on patrol.
And he kind of took a liking to us.
So he gave us a painting.
The kid does have his brother's touch, doesn't he?
Well, you mean...
That's right, sir. That we did not swindle you after all. You are now looking at a genuine Gauguin painting. Claude Gauguin.
And we'll still let you have it at the original low price.
You will get the money when I meet this Claude Gauguin.
When you meet him, sir, but...
That's right, McHale. Now, you will meet me 1 hour over at Mainside, and we'll pay a little visit to this Colony Island, and Claude Gauguin better be there painting his little heart out, because if he isn't, you and your bunco artists are going to be sitting for a group portrait at Portsmouth Prison.
How about that? Well... Now we really got our foot into it. In 1 hour, we've got to come up with a French painter who doesn't even exist.
Oy vey! What? Oy vey.
Here we are, Captain. Now, I feel I better warn you, sir. You see, Monsieur Gauguin is a very eccentric artist, so I feel we better get in and out real fast, huh?
No, 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 that is not right. You move.
See what I mean, sir?
Let's see.
Monsieur Gauguin?
No, 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 no. I do not like it. It is not right. You need a haircut. Here, do something with the arm. That's better. Now, you with, everybody looks this way. Good. Now, that look better. Okay, back. Good, hold it. Now, that is better.
Monsieur Gauguin?
Oh, no. Just get in the mood and you... Mon ami. Mademoiselle, lunch. Mon ami. Monsieur Goubert. Hey, how dare him? He's not even introduced to me. What is it?
Oh, well, sir, please, Monsieur Gauguin, this is our friend.
Oh, I have no time to meet the friends. The people at the Louvre keep pestering me. Hurry, hurry, hurry. They don't want it good. They want it by Thursday.
Sir, your work is in the Louvre?
Where did you think it was? In the fish market? Who is this stupid nitwit?
Oh, this is our captain, Captain Binghamton.
Who was about to buy one of your paintings for $300.
Well, make no matter. Where's 300 for the, Oh, well, this is good. First date. This is wonderful. I must write my good friend Toulouse-Lautrec and tell him of the good news.
Oh, Monsieur, Toulouse-Lautrec has been dead for over 40 years.
Well, that's probably why he does not answer my letters. Poor Shorty. Back to the drawing board. I must begin my masterpiece. See ya. No peeking.
Oh, sorry, sir, sorry. Come right this way, sir. I told you it was a bit daffy, sir. I think we better go.
Yes.
But first, how about the $300 for the painting? I'm his agent on these deals.
All right, for $300. I might have known you'd be the agent.
Thank you, sir. You've got yourself a great bargain.
Sir, I just thought of an even greater bargain.
Oh?
Just imagine having your portrait painted by the great Gauguin.
That would be carpenter. That's the most ridiculous thing I ever heard of.
Oh, yes, sir. Of course, sir. Yes, sir.
You keep out of this, McHale. This boy has one good idea a year, and you try to inhibit him. That's a wonderful idea, Elroy. Just think of it. An original Binghamton by Gauguin.
But, Captain...
Monsieur, pardon me, monsieur. I hate to bother you again, but I was wondering, monsieur, do you ever do portraits?
No. The master does not do portraits, sir.
Either he does my portrait or there's no deal.
Oh, well, he'll do your portraits.
Now, wait a minute, Goober. Captain, look, you can't go around posing for paintings. Supposing Senator Duncan showed up on Taratuba.
Oh, Senator Duncan.
Yes, sir.
That's right, McHale. All right, then we'll have to take him with us.
Who?
Him.
The Taratuba?
Yes, McHale. Either he does my portrait in my office or there's no deal. Au revoir, monsieur.
Yeah, what I tell you, Skip?
Hey.
How you like, Skipper-san? We put out new number painting. Quick as 1, 2, 3.
Oh, that's fine, Fuji, fine. But right now, we got a special rush order for you. You got to whip out a portrait of Binghamton and fast.
Yeah, or we'll be in a break quick as 1, 2, 3.
Okay, I get right to work. Okay. Hey, where are the numbers?
Sorry, Fuge. This one's going to have to be strictly ad-lib.
Here, here's a picture of lead bottom to go by.
Good thing I missed lunch. Okay, I try.
Okay, Fuji, go ahead. Boys, now all we got to do is to pray that Chuck can stall off Binghamton till he finishes.
Captain, I'm at the mouth. Could you smile? Good teeth. Yeah. Now for the easy part, which is, oh no. Oh no. Cut! I cannot go on. Oh, I have lost the mood. We have to start all over.
Just a minute, monsieur. With all due respect, this is the 8th time you've changed the pose.
Silence! Frère Jacques and dormez-vous. Huh? I am the artist. I will pick the pose. Sacre green.
You mean sacre bleu, don't you, monsieur?
Blue. Green! Oh, I am the artist.
Green.
I will pick the color. Now, wait. I have it. All sing together. Good. Now, I have it. I will pick the pose. I have it. We will paint Binghamton as the hero.
Oh, good.
Binghamton the conqueror. Binghamton on the back of a horse.
Oh, but we don't have a horse, sir.
You don't have a horse?
No, sir.
Well, I quit. I am an artist. I do not have to quit.
No, wait a minute, sir.
Just a minute, monsieur. Just a minute.
Fee.
I've got an idea. Elroy, get down on the floor. Get down on the floor.
sir,
That's an order. Get down there. Claude, how's this? Huh? Wait a minute. There. What do you think?
Perfect. Has a good build for it, yes. Head up, stay. Well, good. See, the line important, like I tell you. Good boy.
But, sir, I don't think it's fair of you to do this to me.
Elroy, or you won't get your lump of sugar.
Could the horse lift the front leg? Good.
That's supposed to be Binghamton? I thought you said he was a whiz.
Not the rook right at the bottom? Are you kidding? Even Frankenstein would consider that an insult.
Guess I'm not so good without numbers.
Binghamton will never pay us for that mess.
Sure doesn't look like a Gauguin.
Skip, what are we gonna do? I've got to send my wife that money.
I know it, Christy. I know it. If only Binghamton wasn't so bugged on having his portrait painted. We could have faked something or other, anything. Hey, wait a minute. For sure, that's it.
What's it, Skip?
If it's a Gauguin portrait he wants, then it's a Gauguin portrait he'll get.
Could you kind of hurry it up a little bit, monsieur? I'm getting tired of smiling.
I'm getting a little tired myself, sir.
What are you tired about? Horses don't have to smile.
Sacre pink! You have broken the master's concentration. How dare you? Horse, back to the stable.
Sorry, sir. I'm sorry, sir.
Carpenter, you klutz. Next time I'm gonna wear spurs.
Oh, no.
Giddy up.
Sakes. I tell you, I'm very sorry about this, monsieur, but in a war like this, they'll draft anybody.
Well, c'est la vie, and no matter. But don't worry, I have completed the most difficult part of the portrait.
Oh, you have? Hell, Well, all you did was sign your name. What's so difficult about that?
Have you ever tried to spell Gauguin? Look, 2 G's. Ever tried to make a G? Make a G. See how hard it is. Look.
Well, you just made a little tail. Oh, for heaven's sake, all those hours posing, you French flea brain.
French flea brain? You have insulted the master. You know what this means? Fifi, on guard!
On guard. Now, wait a minute. Wait. I loved your signature. I loved it. Loved your signature, Claude. You don't.
Hold it, Claude. Hold it. Settle down, Captain.
Touché.
Settle down. I've just spent hours and hours in here posing, and look at this thing. Look at this. I wouldn't pay 3 cents for that, let alone $300.
Well, have you ever tried to make a G?
Oh, for goodness sakes.
Well, no, easy does it, Captain, easy. Now, with the master's permission, I believe I have the solution. Come on, come with me.
Wait here.
Hey, what are these girls doing here? What's with these girls? Wow.
Oh, well, it's all very simple, sir. You see, Monsieur Gauguin can't work without familiar surroundings. So we brought them here. Now you can work, eh, master?
Yes, I am inspired. Si. Oui.
Now, what is this?
What? Skip, I don't get it either. I can't paint one face, let alone this crowd. Don't worry.
Easy does it, Captain. Easy does it, sir. Yes, sir. There we are. A little flower right here, sir. And just sit right down here, make yourself
Wait a minute,
comfortable.
Mikhail, I don't need this. There's no reason for me to do this kind of thing. How are you, my dear?
Voila! There. Now you can paint. I have a fresh canvas for you. There. That should inspire you, huh?
Yes. Now, this is what I call a piece of canvas. This shall be my greatest work yet. Captain, say cheese.
Lieutenant, where can I find Captain Binghamton?
Well, the last time I saw him, Senator Duncan, we were expecting you, sir, but not without a little warning.
Oh, come, Lieutenant. The only way to uncover high living is to drop in without warning, right?
Oh, right.
Take me to Captain Binghamton, and for his sake, he'd better have his nose to the grindstone.
Oh, you can count on that, Senator. One thing about the captain, he is all business. Oh, all business. Straight ahead.
Ha! C'est fini. Ha! Claude Gauguin, you have done it again.
Oh, you finished so fast? Excuse me, lady.
Oh, let me help you, Captain. Oh, yes, sir. With the right atmosphere, why, he goes like a house afire.
I want to see it, yes.
Yes, sir.
Where am I?
Don't cough. Here's the one with the glasses.
Oh, yes, oh, that's wonderful resemblance, wonderful.
Well, we promised you a Gauguin portrait, and we delivered, sir. Now it's your turn.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this business of being a genius is hard work.
Hey, Captain, you better go back to your quarters now and get out of your sarong, sir.
No, I want to look at some more. Wait a minute, what? No.
No, mon ami. Let the peasant talk. After all, he has a genuine Gauguin to hang on his wall.
I have a genuine Parker to hang on my yard arm. It's outrageous.
Hey, well, Captain, I can explain.
You explain it at the court-martial. You've done it to me again, haven't you? You swindlers are under arrest.
Oh, boy, and an au revoir.
Captain, Senator Duncan. Oh, my goodness.
Good heavens! An orgy! What's going on here? Who are these women, and where's Captain Binghamton?
Well, hi, I'm Captain Binghamton.
You're Captain Binghamton?
How about now, Senator? I think I can explain.
Save it for the court-martial. In my entire career, I've never seen anything as disgraceful as this. Even in Washington.
Me neither. Au revoir.
Now, wait a minute, you Claude Gauguin, you. Senator, these men are responsible for everything you see here.
Excuse me. Did he call you Claude Gauguin?
Yes, he did. That's the nicest thing he has called me in the last hour.
And are you by any chance related to Paul Gauguin, the famous French artist?
Now, wait a minute, Senator. He's no more related to Paul Gauguin than I am.
Now, Captain. There's no sense in going on with our secret any longer, especially with such a cultured man like the Senator. Why, all he's got to do, sir, is to look at this painting and know that it was done by Paul Gauguin's brother.
Yes, it does have the Gauguin style.
Oh, of course, sir. And you see, the captain was posing for the painting in a typical Gauguin setting. Right, Captain?
Yes, I see. Oh, and there you are, Captain.
Oh, yeah, with the glasses.
Well, I must apologize for flying off the handle. Congratulations. You're a lucky man, Captain. Monsieur Gauguin, do you think, would you ever consider painting me?
No, that's impossible, Senator. No, you see, the master here is very, very busy. Lots of orders from Paris and all that.
No, mon ami. It would be a pleasure, providing, of course, the price is right.
Hey, come, let us discuss this in private. Imagine me meeting Paul Gauguin's brother.
Just a moment. Goodbye, peasant. Now, I think I do.
So thanks to the boys from the bottom of my heart, and a very special thanks to Monsieur Claude Gauguin.
It was nothing, messieurs, just a little simple American know-how. Poof.
Yeah, but you can sure thank your lucky stars that the senator was called back to Washington before you had to paint him.
Wow, that's the truth.
You can say that again.
I don't care if I never see another painting as long as I live.
You know it.
Hey, where's Foods with that bowl of fruit we ordered?
You're right. Hey, Food, where's that fruit?
I'm coming! Voilà! En direct, ce qui passe. C'est très bien, n'est-ce pas?
Get out of here!
Korea women.
Now you can cheer up now, Fuji. School's out.
Hey, you guys, we better clear the decks. You know how those school kids come piling out of the doors.
Hi, kids. Hi. Hey, what's the matter with the long faces here? What's wrong?
Hi, gang. You don't tell me they feel bad about school being out. Well, they sure don't make kids like they used to.
Mamma mia! What's going on around here? Look, even Surani looks like world coming to end.
World is coming to end. For kids, anyway. Easter this Sunday. And I just had to tell them no Easter egg hunt this year.
No Easter egg hunt? Well, that's ridiculous. How can you have Easter without an Easter egg hunt? Now, why would you do a thing like that? Give me one good reason.
Because there are no eggs.
Well, that's a pretty good reason.
Well, I should think so. Yeah, I'm sorry, Solani. I sure wish we could help you out, but all we've had is powdered eggs for a long time.
Hey, how about an oatmeal hunt?
Oatmeal hunt? Oh, Chuck.
I guess it would be kind of tough getting it on the spoon. The whole place would be a mess. Forget it.
Ah, those poor kids.
You know, maybe if I tried to cheer them up, they wouldn't take it so bad.
Yeah. Now, Chuck.
Say, kids, I got a little riddle for you. What's black and white and red all over? You give up? Well, it's a newspaper. See, because they're black and white. You guys read them? Well, all right, now let's settle down. Hey, I know. What do you say we toss the old ball around a little bit, huh? Hey, I'll show you how I used to handle them in the little leagues, huh? Here you go. Come on, the old pepper. Now, just let her go, son. Come on, boy. Pitch her right in there. Here you go. Come on, baby. Don't be afraid. Wait till I was ready. Send down the soap.
It's all right, son. Always leave them laughing. Delicate than the northern bomb sight. Now put that down gently, gently, gently. All right. Now back to your guard post on the double. Hubba. All right. You ready, Elroy?
Yes, sir.
Here it comes. The big moment. Brace yourself for this, boy. Oh, just look at those luscious, delicious white little devils. Oh, I can hardly wait to wrap my taste buds around a couple of it.
But, sir, they're Admiral Hardesty's personal property. You wouldn't dare.
Oh, what not? But a couple of them are missing. Who's to say that they weren't lost in transit?
Sir, you are a genius. Yeah. In that case, sir, who'd ever know if we made it two apiece? Two for me?
Oh, get down! Drop your little hands off of those. Anything I can't stand is a petty thief.
I'm sorry, sir. It's just that, you know, I've always tried to pattern myself after you in every way. Well, sir, look at me.
Oh, for heaven's sake, take those things off. Now, let's go.
But, sir, maybe I'd better stay. With McHale and his men on the prowl, it might not be safe to leave these eggs alone.
What isn't safe? There's only one door in here. There's only one lock. And I've got the only key. Besides, who's going to mess with two armed guards with orders to shoot to kill? Let's go, Elroy.
Oh, you're right, sir. So right.
He'll just never learn, will he? Okay, fellow birdman, let's grab the hen fruit and fly away home.
Watch him. Watch the eggs.
I'm sorry.
Careful, you nitwit. You make me crack my eggs, and I'll crack your skull.
I'm sorry, sir. I was just trying to maintain a tight security.
Just look at those, Elroy. Oh. After 2 long years, I'm going to have delicious, delectable, luscious eggs for breakfast on Easter morning. I'll dream about this all night.
Oh, me too, sir. I can just see them now, staring up at you from your plate.
And just keep out of my dreams. Can't a man have any privacy around here?
Oh, excuse me, sir. Captain Binghamton's office. Yes, sir. Sir, it's Admiral Hardesty.
I don't care. Hello, Admiral. How are you, sir? It's a lovely day before Easter, isn't it, Admiral?
Oh, belay the small talk, Binghamton, and tell me about those eggs I had shipped in from Honolulu. Have they arrived yet?
Oh, yes, Admiral. They arrived. They look beautiful. And the crate looked beautiful. It came in. It was so beautifully shaped. It was a lot like a crate. I can have them shipped over to you on the next...
Ship them? A valuable cargo like that, Binghamton? Oh, no, I'm flying down there tomorrow to pick them up.
Yeah, well, they'll be ready and waiting for you, Admiral. Bye. Ooh, that gold-braided fuddy-duddy.
Sir, you don't think he suspects?
I don't care if he does suspect. By the time he gets here, I will have eaten the evidence. Gentlemen, call the officers' club and send the chef over here right away. Let me see. I haven't poached, I think. Maybe shirred? What do you think? No, I got eggs Benedict. That ought to do it, huh?
Oh, sir, that is the perfect choice. And if I may suggest, sir, you could get rid of the evidence twice as fast if I helped you. See, if I help you...
Shut up, you mooch. You're a mooch. Do you know that? You're a pushy boy. You're a pushy. Pushy! No, get off there. Get off there. Can't be. It mustn't be. Not my... It is. My beautiful eggs.
Oh, sir, why not look on the brighter side? You could still have them scrambled.
Well, I ask you guys, am I a genius or am I a genius?
Real eggs.
Pinch me, I must be dreaming. I can't believe it. It looks like some kind of miracle.
Hey, Fooge!
What's with him?
Maybe he got so used to powdered eggs he can't stand the real thing.
Well, listen, let's get down to business, or should I say, breakfast.
Hey, hold it! What's the matter with you creeps? You want to gobble up a king's ransom? Over my dead body.
I don't get it, Group. Are you planning on selling these things?
In the present condition, no. But observe. 2 months of unsold merchandise. Home brew that tastes so bad, even we went on a wagon before we drink it.
So what's that got to do with eggs?
Plenty. We need a sales gimmick. So, just add 1 delicious egg to 1 bum bottle of booze, and presto, eggnog.
Eggnog? That's not a bad idea.
We just might sell that bilge at that.
You bet we will. Gruber Distilleries might have missed Christmas, but I guarantee you we'll knock them dead for Easter.
Well, what? Wait, hey, free on the eggs!
Arnold, sample time. Hey, how about that, fellas? It's almost good enough to take internally.
Hey, that's beautiful.
Oh, here come the revenues.
Who?
The skipper, chief. Hide the goodies.
All right, you bunch of eight balls. If I told you once, I told you a dozen times. We got a lot of work to do today. Now, what's going on around here? And what's this stuff?
Oh, it's batter, Skip. Cookie batter.
That's it. That's what it is. We were just going to bake up a batch of cookies.
Cookies.
Oh, boy, whenever Mom baked cookies, I always got to lick the bowl.
Boy, you better not put this stuff in the hot oven. You never lived through the explosion. Oh, brother!
Got a little more zip than gingerbread, huh, Skip?
No, I've heard of everything. 100 proof cookies. Gruber, this has your touch. Now start explaining. Where did you get the bootleg batter? And I mean fast.
Well, Skip, it's not cookie batter. It's eggnog batter, and
Eggnog? Now, where did you apes ever get eggs to make eggnog, huh?
Oh, well, actually, they're powdered eggs, Skip.
Powdered eggs? Well, they sure come in real-looking containers.
Oh, for the love of... Now, where in the devil did you guys ever get... Property of Admiral Hardesty? Oh, no. Oh, no. No.
Now, Skip, calm yourself. Maybe you better have another lick.
Of all the stupid lame brain... They're going back. They're going back! I don't care where you swipe them, but they're going back. Every last one of them!
Oh, no.
Come on, Skip.
And besides, we've already used some of them up.
I don't care. You're gonna make that look like a full crate, and I mean full, and that's an order!
Oh, Commander McHale, bless you. I thank you so much.
Yeah, but Solani, what are you doing here?
Well, you see, I want to tell Surani about eggs.
Now I can give Easter egg hunt for children. Oh, bless you, Commander.
Easter egg hunt? Well, now, wait a minute, Solani. You see, those eggs don't belong to us. They're the property of Admiral Hardesty, and what's left of them.
But when Fuji told me about eggs, I tell children. They smile for first time in days.
But you gotta be reasonable, Solani. We're in enough trouble with those eggs as it is.
But they only little people, Skipper-san. They think world of Surani. She can't disappoint them now.
Well, I'm sorry, Fuge. I'm sorry.
Want to use the other half?
Honest.
All right. I go back and tell them. They will cry, of course, but have to learn to grow up someday.
Oh, all right. I give up. Hey!
I knew you have big heart. I just knew.
Yeah, a big heart and a bird brain. Well, come on. What are you standing around for? Let's get those eggs down to the galley.
Hey, wait!
Admiral or no Admiral, those kids are going to have an Easter hunt.
Careful there, Chris.
Come on. Wait just a minute, you. Come here. I just don't want you to think that I'm getting soft, you hear? Huh? I want you to dump that eggnog. You hear me? Dump it!
Yeah, he said dump it. So I'll dump it. Lester, you're a devil.
Here we go, all you bunny helpers. It's egg hiding time.
Fuji and Solani should have the kids out of the way by now, right, Skip?
That's right. Oh, one thing. You do have the suit, right, Chuck?
Oh, yeah, Skip, I got it. Skip, I've been practicing, and I still make an awful rabbit. Well, look. Now, who am I going to fool with that?
Maybe if you get lucky, you'll fool another rabbit.
You funny man. Come on, outside. Let's go.
Watch it.
I always
사케라시래.
Okay.
사이다.
누가?
어머나.
어머나. 못 듣고 있다.
Eggs, I gotta have eggs. Oh, big eggs. Beautiful eggs.
Oh, Captain Binghamton, sir. Oh, wake up, sir. Wake up, easy.
Look out, you'll break my shell.
Easy, sir.
Who is it? What are you... Carpenter, you're not an egg. What are you doing here?
Sir, you were screaming. You must have been having a nightmare.
Nightmare? I was having an eggmare. That's what I was... Oh, there were eggs every place. There were turkey eggs and hen eggs and goose eggs. And I woke up in the middle of the night. I was trying to hatch my pillow.
I don't blame you. What serviceman doesn't dream of fresh eggs, especially on Easter morning?
Yeah, well, I'm going to do more than dream about it. If I can steal 2 eggs, I can steal 4 eggs. I'm going to... Get away from my nest.
Well, I was just... Yes, sir.
Where are those little devils? Got to have an egg. I've just got to...
But, sir, do you really think you should be doing this? After all, they are the Admirals, and he'll be here today.
What are you, some kind of a goody two-shoes or something? Hang the Admiral!
What was that, Binghamton?
Admiral Hardesty, I was just saying about hang it. It's good to see you. Yes, indeed.
Oh, yes. Sorry, sir.
What are you trying to do?
At ease, Binghamton.
Eggs?
Just what are you doing in here with my eggs in the first place?
What am I doing in here with you? What am I doing? I had a dream, Admiral. That's it. I had a dream. I was sort of a premonition, Admiral. So I rushed right over here to stand guard over your eggs until you arrived.
Oh, get out of my way. Premonition indeed. My eggs. They're gone. This crate is empty.
Well, that's what I said, Admiral. The eggs are gone. How can the eggs be? What is this? This is thanks from the ground crew at Hickam Field.
Hickam Field? Binghamton, are you trying to pretend that my eggs were stolen all the way back in Hawaii? When you told me over the telephone yesterday that this shipment was intact?
Oh, I can vouch for that, sir. Every egg was in its proper place yesterday when the captain came in here to steal the two that...
That's a steal. I mean, when I came in to steal a peek. They're safe.
Now, belay that double talk, Binghamton. I'm going to hold you responsible for this outrage.
But I'm not responsible, Admiral. If anybody's responsible, it's McHale and his mobsters. I mean, you name it, they'll steal it.
Those are pretty serious charges, Binghamton, especially when you haven't got the evidence to back it up.
Well, we'll get the evidence, Admiral. We'll storm their island. We'll catch those egg poachers with their pots boiling. I'll bet my stripes on that.
Let's go. But if you're wrong, never mind the stripes. How do you think you'd look in bell-bottom trousers?
Not good. Not good, Admiral. I'm a little bow-legged, Admiral.
Oh, sir.
What are you all sorry about?
Come on now, run out of place.
I got one.
Put it back, will you? All right, kids, remember, they're all over now. All over. Tolani, you found another one? Oh, you're a regular little bloodhound, you know that? Come on, go ahead, find some more, honey. That's it. Hey, kids, remember, the one who finds the most eggs gets a great big prize from the Easter Bunny. Hold on, keep looking out, kids.
Oh, hi, Skipper-san. Just having coffee break.
Keep looking, kids. Love. Hey, Chuck. Chuck, come on, boy. Let's go. The kids are waiting. Come on, Chuck.
Hi, Skip.
Hi. Well, come on. Let's take a look at you.
Are you sure you want me to go through with this? I mean...
Well, of course.
Well, look.
Well, it looks like you better stop eating so many carrots. The kids will love you anyway. Come on, let's hippity hop out there.
Well, hey, Skip. I forgot my tail. Oh, boy, I gotta go back to that base and get it.
Back to the base, my brother. We haven't got time.
Well, an Easter bunny without a tail? Well, that's like being out of uniform.
Hey, Chuck!
All right, come on. This is a raid. Go, men, come out where we are.
Well, where is everybody, Binghamton?
Well, the egg grabbers seem to have flown the coop, Admiral, but we'll find them. Carpenter,
sir.
Search the place.
Oh, yes, sir. Oh, boy, now where'd I leave that tail? Oh. Oh, I must be in the wrong hutch. Well, see you guys around the old briar patch.
What in the name of
It's Ensign Parker!
In here, you flop-eared boob. You start talking. Start talking.
What's up, Doc?
You'll need a doc when I'm through with you.
All right, mister. I want an explanation, and I want it fast.
You do. He wants an explanation. Well, you see, I just, I came back here because I forgot my tail.
Dare you turn your back on the Admiral? Who do you think you are?
You don't recognize me? Gee, you must have had an awful childhood. I'm the Easter Bunny.
Easter Bunny, and I'm the March Hare. Now, what do you got in there? Are those the Admiral's eggs?
The eggs. Oh, no. The eggs are back at the native village.
What was that, Parker?
You see there, Admiral, he admits it. They're probably selling your eggs to some poor, unsuspecting natives.
That's right, Binghamton, and if we can prove it, I guarantee you heads will roll.
On my word as an Easter Bunny, it wasn't like that at all.
You're not an Easter Bunny. You're a dead duck.
I'll lead the way to the native village, sir. Follow me. Oh, boy.
And you get out of that flea-bitten funny suit right this minute, and you go over to that village just as fast as your flat little feet will carry you.
Say, sir, I can't get this zipper undone. Would you help me?
Yes. You're a full-grown bunny. You do it yourself.
That sounds like Commander McHale and his men whooping it up.
That's right. That's McHale and his goon squad, Admiral. They probably took that egg money and they bought booze with it. Now, if we hurry, we can give those giggling ghouls the surprise of their lives. All right, McHale, I've got that.
Hands up, doggy Yankee. So sorry, I mean Yankee dog. You're my prisoner. My prisoner.
Oh, I don't know how girls manage these things. Well, at least they can't court-martial me for having short arms. Oh, I better get going.
Keep looking now, kids.
That's the way to go, kid. Boy, the Easter Bunny's gonna be real proud of you.
Well, let's get the show on the road, Skip.
Yeah, I just wish Mr. Parker would get his cottontail back here.
Yeah, the kids have found every single egg we hid.
Plus one little egg that didn't even belong to us. That poor parrot.
Well, it was all for a good cause. Boys, come on, just fake it, fake it. All right, keep looking, kids, keep looking. What are they saying, Carpenter? You listen to Tokyo Rose every night.
Don't worry, Yankee. My man said this getting to be fun walk.
You keep away from me. I'm only a captain. If you gotta poke somebody, poke him. He's an admiral.
Binghamton!
Well, you do draw more pay.
Those jungle birds are really getting out of hand.
Jungle demon, kamikaze driver!
Boy, Japanese. Something must have really scared them.
Well, it was you nitwit. Parker, I told you.
Belay that, Binghamton. Parker, after those nips. Fast.
Yes, sir. Don't worry, sir. I'll catch him. Nobody ever outran a scared rabbit. Oh, forgot to salute, sir. Oh, sorry. Itchy trigger paw.
Hey, that was a rifle shot.
And close by, too. Solani, get these kids out of here, fast.
But, Commander, what about egg hunts?
I'm sorry, honey, but somebody forgot to tell the Nips it's a legal holiday. Fuji, go on, get lost. The rest of you guys come with me. Come on, kids, in school.
Hurry
Come on, hurry up. Let's go.
Woo! Cry the scared rabbit.
Hey, you guys, come back here. Hey!
Watch your back! Demon coming! Save us! The demon against Geneva Convention!
Demons? What demons?
Hey, get a load of these guys.
Load? These guys are loaded. They're stoned.
Oh, please, we surrender. We give you souvenirs. Anything. Just save us from demon.
All right. Just put your hands up, boys.
Demon, come, please help us in the name of our noble ancestors.
Chuck! No wonder they flipped their pagoda.
Nice going, Mr. Parker.
Atta boy.
Hey, you caught him single-handed.
Pretty good for a beginner rabbit, huh?
Wait a minute. You know demon? You pull sneaky trick.
Look who's talking. We're proud of you, Chuck.
It's nothing any red-blooded American rabbit wouldn't do. Oh, I told you. Go!
Here you go, man. Come on, untie them. And honestly, Admiral, when we found out about those kids not going to have an Easter egg hunt, well, we sort of had to give in, sir, and then, well, then we sort of kind of borrowed your eggs, sir, sort of.
We were going to get back right after the war.
Yeah. No, don't listen to them, Admiral. What about all the eggs that went in the eggnog?
With the eggnog, well, if it hadn't been for the eggnog, sir, we never would have captured a nip raiding party, now would we?
You worm. Do you think the Admiral's going
Oh,
to...
save your breath, Binghamton, and start figuring out an explanation for your own conduct. Telling those nips, poke him, he's an admiral. You're going to be in big trouble when I get you back to the base.
Want to rub my rabbit's foot for luck, sir?
Oh, I'm going to kill him. You've twitched your nose at me for the last time.
That's a rabbit punch.
My good rabbit punch. That's all right, Admiral.
Please, no numbers.
All right, now, baby, talk. Where's Dr. Leadfinger?
Leadfinger, I can't tell you. He'll kill me. I'm sworn to secrecy. Nothing will make me talk.
Yeah. Oh, yeah? That's what they all say. All right, talk. Hello? Well, they sure don't make girls the way they used to.
You're looking for me, XJ-12.
Dr. Leadfinger.
You are too late. I have perfected my formula. I intend to blow up the world. Call me a quack, will they?
Blow up the world and let somebody get hurt? Oh, no. Not while I'm on the job.
I warn you. You take one more step, and I will blow you to smithereens.
Yes, my master. The Mad Mandarin.
Give it to him, mad. Steam.
Oh, now wait.
라멘 차슈men. All right.
No, not the steam iron. No, you're wielding my collar. No.
Wow, is he having a nightmare?
Well, no wonder. Look at the comic book he's reading.
Mr. Parker, please wake up.
Hey, wake up, will you, Chuck? Wake up, boy.
Hey, you guys, you better watch out. The Mad Mandarin's after me.
What Mad Mandarin?
Oh, come on, Chuck, you've been dreaming.
Huh? Oh, no, really, I saw him. He had a steam iron, and he was mean and ugly.
Hey, speaking of steam irons, we better get over to the main base and pick up our rations before Binghamton gets mean and ugly. Come on, boy. You feel all right now?
Oh, I thought I saw him.
Oh, Parker-san, I just finished your shirt.
Hey, the Mad Mandarin, watch out for the steam!
How does he expect me to do shirt? Must be packing for Section 8.
Wait till Pumpkin sees this birthday present. I tell you, she'll wear this to the yacht club. She'll knock all those other wives right in their poop deck. Carpenter, what are you doing looking in the window? That's not Carpenter. Come on, you little snoop. You get away from here. You scat. Come on. Scat. That's an order. You scat. You on report.
Captain, there's a crisis, an emergency.
Oh, what's the matter with you rushing in here like that? For heaven's sake, you're gonna smash my wife's birthday present.
I'm sorry, sir, I didn't Oh, sir, that's going to make a big hit with your wife. Women are just crazy about costume jewelry.
I don't. Costume jewelry? This isn't costume jewelry. It's the real thing. This is genuine jade. I bought this from an Air Force officer for $1,000.
$1,000? Sir, where did you ever get your hands on that kind of money?
I borrowed it from some friends.
Friends?
Yes, friends.
You have friends, sir, here on this base?
Of course I have friends. I played chess with Commander Barnes once. Remember that? What am I talking? What are you doing here, boy? What is it? What?
I almost forgot, sir. There's an emergency. There's a fire down by the warehouse.
Well, you dodo, what do you say? You want to stand here? The whole base burns down for heaven's sake? Get hopping!
Oh, hopping, sir, hopping.
Hurry up, boys. Get a little more down in there. That's it.
Look out.
Hurry down there, boys.
All right. Who's the pyromaniac here? Who?
Pyromaniac? Oh, no, sir. You see, we were just passing by. We noticed the smoke and the fire.
I know. You tried to burn down the base to collect insurance, right?
No, that's not it, sir.
Stand back. Let the fire control officer in here.
Wait a minute. What is this menace doing here?
Obviously, sir.
Fire control officer Parker reporting, sir. Everything under control.
I'll put your fire out for good.
No. It was just an accident. There wasn't an accident.
Yeah, just
See?
I tell you, Carpenter, they started this whole fire. And I'm going to send this necklace to Pumpkin, and then I'm going to have a complete investigation because I don't have to... Ah! Let's go. Let's go, my necklace.
Oh, sir.
Where's the necklace? Find the necklace, Carpenter. Can't afford to lose the necklace today. Find the necklace.
Oh, but what could have happened, sir? You put it right there on the table. I saw you myself, sir.
Yes, you were the last one to see the necklace, weren't you?
Yes, sir.
All right, you sneak thief, you. You empty your pockets.
But, sir, I was with you all the time, sir.
Find the necklace.
Sir, you're tickling. Sir, look, sir, your window, it's open. Somebody could have come in there, sir.
Are you suggesting that there's anybody on this base that would be so low and so criminal as to... Of course, McHale.
Imagine that lead bottom shaking us down like this.
Yeah.
Willing us like we were common ordinary criminals.
I say we sue for defamation of character.
All right, ease off, you guys. We're in the clear on this one. I'm still worried about Mr. Parker.
He's been there longer than any of us.
Binghamton has probably browbeaten him into a physical wreck.
The light's not in my eyes anymore. Why don't you fix this part?
Thanks. Sir.
Now for the last time. Where's that necklace? Where?
Look, Captain, I told you, I don't know where it is. And if you don't stop banging the table, you're going to nick a knuckle.
I'll nick your noodle now. You tell me the truth. The truth. Or else. The hose. The hose, Carpenter. The hose.
Right here, sir. And, sir, don't forget we've got a whole box of toothpicks for under there. Now, wait a minute, Captain.
Now, you sit right there and talk, you little hoodlum, you.
This has gone far enough. Come on, Captain. You're not laying another finger on poor Mr. B.
Skip, it's me. I'm all right. It's a captain. Boy, he gave himself an awful whack.
Oh, get them out. Get them out of my sight. They're all under arrest. Take them to the brig.
The brig, wait a minute. What for? What charges?
The charge is stealing my wife's birthday present. And you are going to rot in that brig until you return that necklace. Do you understand that? You're going to rot.
Captain, well, if you just want a present for your wife, why don't we all chip in and get her a gift certificate down at the ship's store?
Gift certificate?
Yeah, they're running a sale on shower clogs down there. Now, they're bound to have her size.
Shower? Get out.
All right, come on, Chuck. You're just trying to railroad us, and there's nothing we can do about it.
In case you're interested, if you'd like some tips on how to use a rubber hose, XJ12 could really teach you. See, it's all in the flick of the wrist. What?
Gotta relax, Wally. Relax. Just let every one of those screaming little muscles go limp.
Oh, Captain, I get it. Oh, sir, what happened? What's wrong?
I'm relaxing, you dodo. What do you think? Get me off the deck.
Oh, yes, sir, please. Thanks.
You like
Sir,
this?
sir, please, sir. Your necklace is as good as found, sir.
You found? My necklace has been found. Oh, Elroy. Oh, that's wonderful news. That's beautiful, Elroy. Where is it? Give me it.
Oh, well, it hasn't been found yet, sir, but it's just a matter of time. You see, I figured as long as we weren't getting anywhere with Commander McHale, it was time to call in professionals. Sir, I wired Naval Intelligence.
You wired Naval Intelligence?
Yes, sir. They said that they are going to send immediately one of their crack criminal investigators. He should be here within 24 hours. Sir, wasn't it brilliant of me to think of it?
You wired Naval Intelligence? Oh. They'll turn this base upside down. They'll go over the books at the officers' club.
Oh, but sir, you care as long as you get that necklace back, huh?
Don't you see, Elroy, the money for the... I didn't have the money. I have borrowed it from the...
From the what? Oh. You mean the officers' club fund? You dipped your hand in the till?
Oh, please, Elroy, please. I mean, I didn't mean... it was just a temporary loan. I was going to pay it back, honestly, Elroy. 1% interest. Wait a minute. What am I telling you all this for? You open your mouth about anything, and I'll give you a good one.
Sir, I wouldn't tell a soul, but this is awful. I'd better call Naval Intelligence right away and tell them the whole thing was a mistake, that you just imagined it all.
No. Then they'd really get suspicious, and they come snooping around here. Now, I've got to find some way to keep them from coming.
But how, sir?
Well, I've got to solve this thing before they get here. You see, I've got to catch McHale with the goods.
But, sir, we have tried everything. Even the third degree didn't work. They are hardened criminals.
I know. That's right, they're criminals. I'll turn them loose. What? You see, I'll turn them all loose. Because the criminal always returns to the scene of the crime.
Sir, they will lead us to the necklace, and then we nab them. Oh, sir, you are a genius. You certainly know the criminal mind. But why not, being one yourself?
Thank you, Elroy.
Sir.
What do you mean, being one myself?
Sir, please don't get mad. Remember, it's only your first offense.
Skip, guess what? A naval intelligence man's coming.
Oh,
Are you
what?
kidding?
Naval intelligence? Are you sure?
Yeah, I got it straight from my buddy at the Radio Shack. Carpenter wired him that the captain's necklace is missing and they're sending up a gumshoe.
Holy jumping Hannah. Well, that's all we need around this island is a naval intelligence poking around.
Yeah, and if they find our underground still, we've really had it.
Never mind that. What about Fuji? If the fuzz puts the finger on him, he's dead, and so are we.
Oy vey.
I tell you, that miserable necklace is going to be the end of us yet.
That miserable necklace is... Hey, wait a minute, that's it. The necklace. We gotta come up with that necklace fast, boys. Then Binghamton will have to call out the naval intelligence. Boys, we gotta come up with some fancy detective work. We gotta go over to main site and find out who swiped that necklace. And remember, everybody's a suspect.
He's right. XJ12's words exactly. Everybody's a suspect. All right, Fuji. Where were you on the night of March 24th?
Mr. Parker,
Don't try and get cozy with me, all right? Come clean and I'll try and get you a job in the prison laundry.
Look, will you stop already with this XJB12 stuff? Look, we gotta make tracks. Come on, boys, let's go. Come on.
Where was I on the night of March 24th?
Now, Group B.
B.
They will keep their eye on him from the north. See that?
Yes, sir.
Now, Group C.
Sir, if I may make a suggestion, if Group A and B are covering the flanks, I would suggest that we take a reserve group and deploy them right about there.
What's around you? You're trying to make a pinpoint out of your commanding
Sir, I was trying to be helpful, sir. Please, sir. Never. No, sir.
Excuse me. Is this Captain Binghamton's office?
No, this is Ebbets Field, and I'm Leo DeRocha. What do you want?
Sorry, sir. I'm Lieutenant Crawford. I just flew in by air transport, and I'm reporting for duty at the base hospital.
Does this look like a hospital to you? Now get out of here. Go report to head nurse.
Lieutenant, I'll show you the way. And on behalf of Captain...
You won't show her anything at all. I'm gonna puncture your commanding officer. I had to kill you. You keep out of this. Where's it, Group B? Oh, there. McHale and his pirates are storming the beaches? Good. We'll be right there. Let's go, man.
Sir, is there anything I can do?
You're still here. Well, you can get out of my way, for one thing. You know, if you've got any jewels, hide them. Hide them. All right, let's go. Surround them all.
I gotta sit down and think. Now, who would want to take a necklace? A woman! A woman. Now, let's see, where am I gonna find a woman around here? Hey! Nurses are women. That's my first clue. Oh, I'm gonna bust this case wide open. Pardon me, nurse. I was just coming for an aspirin and, huh? Oh, sorry. Don't panic, XJ. Could happen to anybody. I give up! Don't shoot! Oh. I gotta find that necklace. Now, let's see. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
What is this? What's going on here? Is there somebody in this room?
Pardon me, I have to operate right away.
Who are you?
Don't touch me, I'm sterile. Where are the operating room?
Help! Help! Help!
Shh, you'll wake up the sickies.
Help! Nasher! Somebody help!
Roger. Group B reporting in, sir. Commander McHale is heading back to the dock with Machinist Bell and Gunner's Mate Edwards, but still no sign of the necklace.
Oh, drat it. It's that trick to throw us off the track. We're being bamboozled. Well, they are not going to get away with this, Carpenter. I can tell you that. They're not going to get away with it if I have... Didn't anybody ever tell you it's not polite to point and stop that infernal chattering? That hairy boob is back again.
She's got the necklace.
You give me that. That's my necklace. You give me that. That's my necklace. You give that to me. I'll have you shot, you ape, you. You'll never see another banana again. Let's get on the necklace. Carpenter, he's making a break for it. Quick, after him. Have him arrested. Have him thrown in iron.
Sir, what do you care about him? At least you've got your necklace back. Oh, isn't that wonderful? Now you can contact Naval Intelligence and tell them not to come.
That's right, Elroy. Beautiful. I've got the Naval Intelligence. If they file a report that my crime wave was nothing but a monkey, Admiral Rogers will laugh me right off the promotion list.
That's right, sir. That's too bad. It's a shame that you couldn't have caught Commander McHale with the necklace instead of that monkey.
Why does everything have to happen to me? I try so hard and I... Elroy.
Sir?
You're a genius. Oh, you are a genius. If I can get this thing into McHale's grubby little hands before the Naval Intelligence man gets here...
Oh, but sir, how do we get Commander McHale to take the bait?
Well, there's got to be a way. There's got to be a way.
Captain Binghamton, sir, I want to report a peeping Tom in the nurses' quarters. It was awful.
Well, I'm sure it was, but I don't have time to bother myself with your petty little inconveniences. A peeping Tom in the nurses' quarters? What?
Yes, sir. He was a pudgy, weird-looking ensign.
A pudgy, weird-looking ensign? Was he bald-headed and sort of goofy?
Yes, sir.
Oh. That sounds like Chuck the Ripper has struck again.
Chuck the Ripper?
Yeah, it's McHale's mom.
Oh, Chuck the Ripper. Oh, yes.
My dear, you wouldn't believe this, but they even try to steal this present that I bought for my wife.
How do such awful men ever get into the Navy? I mean, can't somebody do something?
We could get the goods on McHale if we had an outsider. Somebody that they don't know, so they know me.
Well, sir, nobody knows me. Is there anything I can do?
Would you do that? Well, you dear patriotic little thing. You come right over here and you sit down. Now, you listen to this brilliant scheme that your commanding officer has, because this is something that cannot help but benefit the entire free world.
I don't get it. That necklace has got to be somewhere. You sure you guys didn't overlook anything?
Skip, we pumped every known operator on the base.
Hey, Skip, someone's coming.
Hey, it's that new nurse. She's after me. She's probably gonna slap a subpoena on me for hanky-panky.
Yeah, I wonder what she's doing strolling around this time of night. Hey, lover boy, battle stations. Go over there and check her out, see what gives.
Roger, Skip, this is my kind of mission.
Come on, come on.
Excuse me, Lieutenant. The name is Virgil. If you're lost, I'd like to help you.
Why, thank you, sailor, but Captain Binghamton's waiting for me in his office.
Well, what about next Saturday night? The boys are having an all-night luau over the
I'm
base.
sorry, but the captain's having a party, too, and he's asked me to come. Why, he's even offered to let me wear a beautiful jade necklace.
Look, I know these Binghamton parties are the lowest. A jade necklace?
Yes.
Binghamton's got a jade necklace?
Yes, and it must be very valuable because he said he keeps it locked in his safe.
He does. Well, listen, hon, I'll be right back. I gotta go and check something very important with a Skip. Maybe you'll give me Sunday night off for a date. Now, you wait right here. Skip, will you hear this? I just found out from that nurse that Binghamton's got the necklace.
What?
Stashed in a safe. He had it all the time.
Then it never was stolen. Of all the dirty... He was trying to frame us. I should have known. I should have known.
Lady Seamus will be here by morning.
That's
Skip,
right.
what are we going to do?
Our only chance is to break into Binghamton's safe. And if that necklace is there, maybe we can force them into calling out those boys from intelligence.
Hey, well, Skip, what about the chick?
Oh. Well, we need somebody to back up our story. We'll use her as a material witness. You, Gruber, come on, let's go. The rest of you guys stay here.
Lieutenant!
There she is, Gruber. Get to work.
Yes. Here you go, you nimble little devils.
flashlight steady, Skip. We sure appreciate your coming along with us, Lieutenant.
I just couldn't let the captain take advantage of you men if what you say about the necklace is true.
Oh, it's true, all right. That's why I was sneaking around your quarters. I'm really not a masher.
But your reputation. I heard you're known as Chuck the Ripper.
The Ripper? They must have been talking about the time I got my pants caught on the torpedo rack. You know, I almost caught pneumonia that day.
Shh, keep it down. How you coming, Fingers?
Just one more turn, and bingo. Who was that Jimmy Valentine anyway?
Uh-huh. The necklace.
How about that? That Binghamton had it all the time.
Why, that no good. I was right. He was trying to frame us.
Correct, McHale, and all I need to go with that frame is a picture.
Thin Walls and Thick Dramas, a comedy of errors, love, and urban legends. Chapter 1, The Berry White Barometer. The morning sun over the Williams household usually brought the smell of fresh coffee and the sound of birds. Today, however, it brought the heavy, velvet-draped tension of a marriage on the brink of either a breakthrough or a breakdown. Marcus Williams sat at the kitchen island, nursing a mug of black coffee and wondering if his life was a sitcom or a tragedy. Across from him, his teenage son, MJ, was systematically dismantling a bowl of cereal with the focus of a forensic scientist. See, I didn't want to hear it, but I kinda wanted to hear it. MJ started, his voice hushed as if he were discussing a classified government leak. Marcus sighed, rubbing his temples. I was trying not to, Dad. Believe me, but I know the signs. If I hear the right music, I know y'all gonna come down smiling and happy, singing Larry White songs. Marcus paused. Who is Larry White? MJ rolled his eyes with the typical disdain of a Gen Z youth forced to explain culture to a dinosaur. You know, the old fat dude with the real deep voice. I love you, baby. I love you, baby, baby. It's Barry White, MJ. Barry, Marcus corrected, though he couldn't help but chuckle. Him too. But look, if you're trying to talk that low to Mom, you're gonna have to get another kid. It's a biological indicator. If you're humming Larry White, I'm locking my door. Finish your breakfast. Marcus grumbled, looking toward the stairs. The silence from above was deafening. Angela hadn't come down yet. In the Williams house, silence wasn't peace. It was the eye of the storm. When the stairs finally creaked, it wasn't the rhythmic thumping of a happy woman. It was the slow, deliberate tread of a woman who had spent the night sleeping on her side of the bed with an invisible wall of ice between her and her husband. Angela entered the room like a queen who had just discovered a peasant had soiled the throne room rug. How was your night? MJ asked. The resident instigator. Good, Angela said, shortly. Ready for your big test? Marcus asked, trying to bridge the gap. Yeah, sure. MJ looked between them, his eyes darting like he was watching a tennis match where the ball was made of C4. What happened to Mom? She slept late. That's a good sign, right? It means y'all had a good night? Marcus leaned in. Well, son, look, that's a no, MJ groaned. I was hoping you did, but I was hoping I didn't hear it. But I did want to hear it. Because if y'all are doing it, then everything is cool. But I don't want to hear it because these walls are thin. Dad, when that Terry Pendergrass gets to playing, Teddy Pendergrass, Marcus shouted. Whatever, him too. But then you come downstairs, just smiling and giggling, and Mama comes right behind you, and y'all are just hinging all morning. It's gross. Ha, vi, gato, yeah. The sound of a bus horn saved Marcus from further psychological scarring. Bus is here. Get out. Marcus ushered his son toward the door. Have a good day at school. Don't forget your lunch. As the door slammed, the kitchen went cold. Marcus turned to Angela. She was looking at him with an expression that could peel paint. Baby, Marcus started, his voice dropping into that Larry White register. I've been thinking all night long. That explains all that smoke coming out of your ears, Angela retorted, though her voice lacked its usual bite. She sighed, her shoulders dropping. Marcus, I've decided to trust you. I believe you didn't sleep with that woman. Sabrina Murphy is a lie, and I'm letting it go. Marcus felt like a man who had just been granted a stay of execution at the literal last second. Baby, you serious? Do you know how long I've been waiting to hear that? Thank you. He reached for her, but she held up a hand. I have to go to work, she said. But tonight? Tonight, I'm coming home, and we're going to work on this. Trust, but verify, she whispered to herself as she walked out. Marcus didn't hear that part. He just heard the trust part, and he felt like a king. Chapter 2. The Salon and the Secret Swab. Lady Andy's salon was less a place of business, and more a war room for the neighborhood social intelligence. Angela stood in the center of the chaos, her hands on her hips, watching the construction crew tear down a wall for the expansion. Her best friend, Jennifer, was already there, leaning against a styling chair and looking like she had just finished a marathon of bad decisions. I'm going to Sabrina Murphy's house, Angela announced, ignoring the hello entirely. Jennifer's eyes widened. Angela, no. You told the man you trusted him this morning. You gave him the Larry White treatment. I told him I trusted him so he'd leave me alone, Angela snapped. But I need to know. Her neighbor told me she gets in at noon. I'm going over there to put this to bed. I've been through too much with Marcus to not check this out. Girl, you're gonna get the Vaseline out, aren't you? Jennifer asked, half excited, half terrified. This is gonna turn from Martin Luther King peaceful to Malcolm X, by any means necessary real quick. I'm just talking, Angela insisted. Yeah, and I'm the Queen of England, Jennifer scoffed. But if you're going, I'm going. I need to see this. Just then, Leslie, their other close friend, and the resident voice of reason, who rarely followed her own advice, walked in with a tall, handsome man in work gear. Angela, this is Tariq, Leslie introduced. He's the contractor for the expansion. Angela froze. She stared at Tariq. Tariq stared at Angela. The air in the salon suddenly felt very thin. You can start right now, Leslie said, oblivious to the psychic lightning bolts flying across the room. The bid was a little high, but I'll keep it professional, Tariq said, his voice smooth. He looked at Angela with a smirk that suggested he knew exactly which drawer she kept her secrets in. You remember me, right? Tariq asked. Angela's face went stoic. I have no idea who you are. Tariq laughed. 14 years ago? One night stand? College? I said, I don't remember you. Angela barked. Just do your job and keep your mouth shut. As Tariq walked away to talk to the crew, Jennifer leaned in, whispering loudly. Girl, how you don't remember a man that looks like that? He's the kind of man you make a fool of yourself for. I was in college, Jen. I was wild. And I'm a happily married woman now. Are you? Jennifer asked, pointing a finger. Because you're about to go to a stranger's house to see if your husband has a secret love child. While a man you hooked up with 14 years ago is currently hammering nails into your floor. It's a busy Tuesday, Angela muttered. Chapter 3. The Silverback Alert. Meanwhile, at the C Sports Now studio, Marcus was riding high. The show was doing great, his wife trusted him, and life was good. That was, until his business partner Richard walked in with Keisha. Keisha was the human equivalent of a migraine. She was Marcus's ex, and she was currently dating Richard. It was a situation so awkward, it made a colonoscopy seem like a spa day. What's good, guys? Richard asked, beaming. The soda machine is broken again, Marcus muttered, looking at Keisha. She was carrying a lunch bag for Richard, looking like the perfect, doting girlfriend. It made Marcus's skin crawl. Richard, she's here all the time, Marcus whispered, when Keisha was out of earshot. It's a place of business. She's just being supportive, man, Richard defended. Don't be a hater. Todd, the young, hyper-observant studio assistant, popped his head in. No mail, but this letter just got dropped off for you, Marcus. From a Sabrina Murphy. Marcus's heart stopped. He snatched the letter. Richard and Todd crowded around him. Dear Marcus, I am so sorry for all the problems I caused you. Your wife came to see me this morning, and I told her the truth. I told her we never met. And I don't even have a kid. Then I was put up to this by someone I'm no longer friends with. I'm sorry. Marcus let out a breath he felt he'd been holding since 2004. See? I told y'all. I'm innocent. Wait, Todd said, his eyes narrowing. It says your wife came to see her this morning. Didn't she tell you she trusted you this morning? The high vanished instantly. Marcus looked at the letter. That little fire starter. She lied to my face. Trust, but verify. Richard chuckled. She verified, man. You should be happy. You're off the hook. I am happy, Marcus said, his voice darkening. But I'm also petty. She wants to play games? Let's play. Chapter 4. Paternity and paperless scams. Back at the salon, the tension had shifted from Marcus's infidelity to a much more terrifying possibility. Angela was watching Tariq work. He was shirtless, of course, and he was talking to MJ, who had come by after school. You have trouble breathing sometimes, kid? Tariq asked MJ. Yeah. Sometimes, MJ replied. Me too, Tariq said. I grew out of it though. Whooping cough when I was a baby. MJ had that too. Angela shouted from across the room, her voice trembling. And poor circulation in the left leg? Tariq asked. 13. MJ said, answering a question about his age. You look just like my mother, Tariq said, ruffling MJ's hair. Angela felt the world tilt. She grabbed Jennifer and dragged her into the back room. Jennifer! Oh, Lord, Jennifer whispered. Is MJ a Tariq let? I don't know. I was drunk that night. It was college. I thought it was Marcus, but Marcus and I had a fight that week, and oh my God, Jennifer. What if Marcus isn't the father? You gotta get a DNA test, Jennifer said, reaching into her purse and pulling out a handful of medical swabs. Why do you have DNA swabs in your purse, Jennifer? Leftovers from my last 3 boyfriends. I like to be sure before I file for child support, Jennifer said, matter-of-factly. Now, you gotta swab Tariq, and you gotta swab Marcus. I can't swab Marcus. He'll know. Do it while he's snoring. You know he sounds like a chainsaw. He won't feel a thing. Angela took the swabs, her hands shaking. I'm going to hell. I'm definitely going to hell. Chapter 5. The Peaches Intervention. A few days later, the paternity panic was temporarily shelved by a new crisis. Angela was cleaning the hallway outside MJ's room when she found it. A perfectly rolled, green, pungent joint. She didn't just fly off the handle. She became the handle and flew into space. Marcus! She screamed, charging into the kitchen. Marcus was sitting there, looking at his own secret evidence, the Sabrina Murphy letter, ready to confront her. But when he saw her face, he hesitated. What now, Angela? Our son is a crackhead, she wailed, slamming the joint onto the table. Marcus looked at it. That's a joint, Angela, not crack. It's the gateway drug, Marcus. Next thing you know, he'll be doing anything for a rock. He'll be living on the street corner with no teeth. He'll be called Peaches. I don't want my baby to be called Peaches. Angela, calm down. MJ is a good kid. This is out of character. I refuse to have a Peaches for a son, she cried. We need an intervention. I went to the library. I got books. Is there crack in your family foundation? And when Junior won't say no, Marcus stared at the stack of library books. You went to the library for one joint? It's the principle. Look at this video. She popped a VHS into the player. A very corny 90s man appeared on screen. Drugs are for jive turkeys. They're not cool. They'll have you looking like a fool. MJ walked in at that exact moment. MJ, Marcus said, his voice grave. Do you know what this is? He held up the joint. MJ looked at it. That's a joint. What's it doing in your hand, Dad? You bawling now? Don't play with me, boy, Angela shouted. We found this in the hallway. Are you smoking the Mary Jane? No, Ma, that's not mine. Don't lie to me. One thing I won't tolerate is a lying. Peaches, go to your room, now. MJ retreated, muttering about Negro spirituals and child welfare services. But the plot thickened when Miss V, the housekeeper, came into the kitchen. She looked tired, pale, and unusually quiet. Miss V, you okay? Marcus asked. I'm fine, she whispered. MJ snuck back downstairs. Miss V, tell them. Tell them who that belongs to. Miss V, Sihil. It's mine. The room went silent. Miss V? Angela gasped. You're a jive turkey? I have cancer, Miss V said quietly. The chemotherapy, it makes me nauseous. The doctor prescribed the marijuana to help me eat. To calm my stomach. The air left the room. Angela's Peach's panic evaporated, replaced by a crushing guilt. Miss V, oh my God, Marcus said, moving to hug her. Why didn't you tell us? I didn't want to fuss. I'm not dead yet. I just needed to get through the day. Angela started crying. I'm so sorry, Miss V. I'm so sorry. And MJ, baby, come here. I'm sorry I called you Peaches. It's okay, Ma, MJ said. Though, he looked like he was already planning how much cash he could extort from them for the false accusation. But I think I want a PlayStation for my emotional trauma. Chapter 6. The wedding of the century, or at least the week. The final act of the Williams drama centered around Richard and Keisha. To everyone's shock and Marcus's horror, Richard decided to propose. He didn't just propose. He did it in the most Keisha way possible. They showed up at the Williams house for a dinner party that Angela had organized to set up Jennifer with some single guys, which had already ended in a disaster involving a policeman and a football coach calling Jennifer 2 for 1. We have an announcement, Richard shouted. Keisha flashed a ring that was so large it had its own zip code. We're getting married, right now, at the judge's office. Now? Marcus asked. Richard, man, you haven't even thought about a prenup? A prenup is a setup for failure, Keisha chirped. Marcus looked at Joseph and Leslie. Joseph had been trying to propose to Leslie all night, but Leslie had spent the entire evening talking about how she loved her freedom and how marriage ruins a good thing. See? Leslie whispered to Angela. They're rushing in. It's gonna crash and burn. But as Richard and Keisha left to find a judge, the focus shifted back to Joseph and Leslie. So, Joseph said, looking at Leslie. You don't want to marry me? I didn't say that, Leslie stammered. I like what we have. What we have is a confusion, Joseph said. I have a ring in my pocket, Leslie. I was gonna ask you tonight. Wait, really? Leslie's face changed. The freedom she had been praising suddenly sounded a lot like loneliness. But since you're so into your freedom, Joseph said, standing up, I guess I'll just keep it. Now wait a minute, Leslie shouted. Are you saying you don't want to marry me? Is that what you're saying? Because that's offensive. You just spent 3 hours saying you didn't want to be a ball and chain. That was before I knew there was a diamond involved. Joseph, don't you know man law? You don't take a woman's rambling seriously. Marcus stood in the middle of his living room, watching Leslie and Joseph scream at each other about man law and time of the month alerts, while MJ sat on the stairs filming the whole thing for TikTok. He looked at Angela. She was holding the DNA swabs in one hand and the Sabrina Murphy letter in the other. She looked at him and shrugged. At least we're not them, she said. Give it 10 minutes, Marcus replied, pulling her into a hug. I think I hear Larry White calling. It's Barry, Marcus. Whatever, he whispered. The walls are thin, but the drama is thicker. Outside. The sun set over Atlanta, where love was messy. Trust was a suggestion. And there was always someone waiting to fly off the handle. The end. Thin walls and thick dramas. A novel of Atlanta chaos. Chapter 1. The Barry White Symphony. The walls of the Williams household were not just thin, they were practically translucent when it came to sound. To 14-year-old MJ, they were more like a high-definition broadcast of his parents' marital status. Sitting at the breakfast table, MJ poked at his eggs with a cynical expression that belonged to a man 3 times his age. His father, Marcus, a local sports anchor with a voice like velvet and a wardrobe that cost more than a mid-sized sedan, was trying to maintain a stoic silence. See? I didn't want to hear it, MJ started, his voice dripping with adolescent sass. But I kinda wanted to hear it, Marcus sighed, a sound that rumbled from deep in his chest. You shouldn't have been listening, son. Do na. But na. I was trying not to, MJ protested, waving a fork for emphasis. But I know, if I hear it, they're gonna come down, smiling and happy, singing Larry White songs. Marcus paused, his coffee cup halfway to his mouth. Who is Larry White? MJ didn't miss a beat. You know, that old fat dude with the real deep voice? I love you, baby. I love you, baby, 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 baby. Marcus rolled his eyes. It's Barry White, MJ. And quit trying to talk that low. You're gonna bust a spleen. The humor, however, was a thin veil over a much larger problem. The it MJ was referring to was the reconciliation between Marcus and his firecracker wife, Angela. The night before had been silent, no Barry White. No laughter, no hing giggling. When Angela finally descended the stairs, she wasn't singing. She hadn't slept. Her hair was a structural marvel of I don't care anymore. And her eyes were fixed on Marcus with a look that suggested she was deciding which of his suits to set on fire next. How was your night? MJ asked, the world's most dangerous little diplomat. Good, Marcus lied. Where's Mom? She's coming down, Marcus said, just as Angela entered the room like a localized thunderstorm. The tension was thick enough to spread on toast. Angela was convinced Marcus had been unfaithful with a woman named Sabrina Murphy. Marcus claimed innocence. The evidence? A burning car and a pile of ash that used to be Marcus's designer wardrobe. Chapter 2. The Salon of Secrets. At Angela's salon, the air was usually thick with the scent of hairspray and gossip, but today it was heavy with the smoke of a looming expansion and a decade-old secret. Angela's best friends, Jennifer and Leslie, were already in the thick of it. Jennifer, loud and unapologetically large, was the Greek chorus to Angela's tragedy. Leslie, the more refined real estate mogul, was trying to keep the peace. I told him I trust him, Angela announced to the girls, leaning against a stylish chair. I told him I believe he didn't sleep with that woman. Jennifer let out a snort that could be heard in the next county. It don't work like that. It would take a priest, an exorcist, and a pardon from the president for you to let this go. It's too quick. I'm not buying it. Angela looked at her reflection, her eyes narrowing. Believe it. I'm a changed woman. Then why you got Sabrina Murphy's address written on a post-it in your bra? Jennifer asked, pointing a manicured finger. The facade crumbled instantly. Because I gotta put this to bed, Jen. I've been through too much with Marcus not to check this out. Her neighbor told me she gets in at noon, and I'm going over there. Before they could depart on their mission of vengeance, Tariq, the contractor, arrived. He was tall, muscular, and had a smile that made Jennifer's knees go weak. Angela, however, treated him like a piece of unwanted furniture. Tariq, she's a happily married woman, Leslie warned, noticing the way Tariq looked at Angela. I understand that, Tariq said, his voice a low rumble. I'll keep it professional. But you know, that was 14 years ago. We had that one-night stand. I can't believe she doesn't even remember me. Jennifer's jaw hit the floor. Wait, Angela? Miss. I'm so holy Angela had a one-night stand with this? Oh, she remembers. She's just pretending she don't. The salon was now a powder keg. Angela was heading to confront a mistress who might not exist, while being followed by a contractor who represented a past she wanted to forget. Chapter 3. The Studio and the Poodle. Across town, at the C Sports Now studio, Marcus was trying to maintain his professional dignity while his business partner, Richard, was making it impossible. Richard was dating Keisha, Marcus's ex-wife. As if that wasn't awkward enough, Keisha was at the studio every single day, bringing lunch, redecorating, and hovering like a luxury brand spectre. He's a 6'4" dude, walking a little poodle. Marcus muttered, watching the monitor as Joseph, another colleague, did a segment. It looks wrong. I think they're in love, Joseph said, joining them. In love? She's smothering him, Marcus exclaimed. And she's my ex. They're just flaunting it in my face. Todd, the young, hyper-observant studio assistant, chimed in. She's here a lot, man. Like, a lot. I think she's Secret Service for his heart. The banter was interrupted when a letter arrived for Marcus. It was from Sabrina Murphy. Marcus read it aloud, his voice gaining strength with every sentence. Dear Marcus, I am so sorry for all the problems I caused you. Your wife came to see me this morning. I told her the truth. I told her that you and I never met. I don't even have a kid. I was put up to this by someone I am no longer friends with. The room went silent. Marcus wasn't a cheater. He was a victim of a high-level prank. I wonder who that friend could be. Todd mused, looking pointedly at Keisha, who was currently arguing with a delivery man about the color of a soda machine. Marcus felt a surge of triumph, followed immediately by a cold realization. Angela said she trusted me, and then she went over to this woman's house behind my back. Ooh, she in deep, Joseph whispered. You gotta make your point, Marcus. You gotta make it good. Chapter 4. The Peaches Incident. Back at the Williams house, the comedy took a turn for the hyperbolic. Angela had found a joint in the hallway outside MJ's room. To Angela, this wasn't just a joint. This was a gateway to a life of toothless misery. I refused to have a crackhead as a child, Angela screamed, pacing the kitchen. I did not raise my baby to be a crackhead. It's weed, Angela, Marcus said, trying to be the voice of reason. And we don't even know if it's his. It's the gateway drug, Marcus. Next thing you know, he'll be doing anything for a rock, just living on the street corner with no teeth. On heroin, just scratching and scratching. Like my Uncle Harold. They call him Peaches now. I don't want my son to be called Peaches. Marcus couldn't help it. Peaches? Really? When MJ came home, he was greeted by a scene from a low-budget PSA. Daddy, what's cracking? MJ asked, oblivious. Oh, he's high, Angela wailed. He's about to turn into Peaches. The interrogation was fierce. MJ insisted the joint wasn't his. Angela insisted he was lying. I'm gonna pop you right upside your head, Marcus threatened, caught up in Angela's whirlwind. Tell us where it came from. The truth came out in the most unexpected way. Miss V, the elderly, no-nonsense housekeeper, walked in. Miss V has something to tell you, MJ said, looking at the woman who was practically his grandmother. It's mine, Miss V said, her voice steady. The doctor prescribed it for me. I've been taking chemotherapy. I have a little cancer. The air left the room. The comedy evaporated, replaced by a profound, sobering silence. Angela's hyperbolic rage died instantly. Miss V, why didn't you tell us? Marcus asked softly. I didn't want y'all to make a fuss, she said. The marijuana calms my stomach after the treatments. I'm fine. The doctor says 3 more treatments and I'll be okay. Angela hugged her, crying for a completely different reason now. We love you, Miss V. We're here for you. I know, Miss V said, patting Angela's back. But that joint MJ found? That was a small one. My other one was huge, big as a cigar. Marcus laughed through his tears. Miss V, get out of here. Chapter 5. The gay best friend lie. Tolakan de Fata. 19? Just when things seemed to settle, a ghost from the past appeared. Nick. Nick was a tall, handsome man from Angela's college days. When he arrived at the salon, Jennifer nearly fainted. Nick, you look amazing, Angela screamed, hugging him. So, who is this? Jennifer asked, adjusting her hair. This is my friend Nick from college, Angela said. Later, Marcus was at the studio when the guys brought up Nick. Leslie told me Nick was in town, Richard said. Watch yourself, Marcus. Nick was a player in college. Tried to hit everything that moved. Marcus chuckled. Fellas. I kept his secret in college because he was so close to Angela. But the man's gay. The studio went silent. No, he's not, Richard said. Yes, he is, Marcus insisted. Bro. He is definitely not, Joseph added. Marcus's smile faded. Wait. You're saying Angela told me he was gay just so she could hang out with him? Bingo, Todd whispered. Silverback alert. Marcus decided to play a game of his own. That evening, when Nick and Angela were at the house, Marcus brought over a guest. Frank. Visimo summa, katora, amende sinke. Nick, I have someone I'd like to introduce you to, Marcus said, his voice dripping with faux sincerity. This is Big Frank. He's a security guard at the studio. He's gay, he's single, and he's looking for a friend, just like you. Nick looked at Frank, a man who looked like he could bench press a house, and then at Angela. Marcus, no man, you don't have to do that, Nick stammered. Oh, I do, Marcus said. Frank loves to cuddle and spoon. He just got his back and legs waxed, and he's ready for a nightcap. The pressure became too much. I'm not gay, Nick finally shouted. Angela looked at the floor, the jig finally up. I just know you don't like me to be around other guys, Angela admitted. And Nick is just a friend. We've been proving for years that men and women can be friends. Yeah, right, Marcus said. Nick, you ever want her? Nick hesitated. In the beginning? Yeah, I wanted her. I'm a man, Marcus. See? Marcus shouted. Point made. Chapter 6. The Accidental Wedding. The chaos culminated in the most Atlanta way possible. A sudden wedding and a relationship implosion. Richard, desperate to prove his love to Keisha, and perhaps to irritate Marcus, decided to propose. He bought a $57,000 ring. Let's do it, Keisha said, looking at the ring like it was a holy relic. Right now, let's find a judge and get married. But what about the 22 Clydesdales and the 5,000 doves? I'll settle for the ring and the judge, Keisha said, pulling Richard toward the door. Meanwhile, Joseph and Leslie were facing their own crisis. Leslie had seen the ring earlier and thought it was for her. When she realized it was for Keisha, she was devastated. Why won't you marry me, Joseph? She asked, her voice cracking. Because you said no the last time I asked, Joseph shouted. What changed? I don't know. I'm confused. Joseph made the fatal mistake. The mistake that has ended many a man's peaceful existence. He looked at the calendar. Wait a minute, Joseph said, his voice dropping an octave. What's the date? Oh, I see. It's that time of the month. You're always a little more sensitive when it's that time of the month. The silence that followed was more terrifying than any of Angela's screams. Do not say another word, Leslie whispered. You are digging a hole you will never get out of. Mayday, Marcus whispered from the corner. He's crashing and burning. As Richard and Keisha drove off to get married, and Joseph tried to explain that he was just tracking her cycles for science, Marcus and Angela stood in their living room. The walls were still thin, the drama was still thick. But as Marcus put his arm around Angela, he realized that in this house, there was never a dull moment, and he wouldn't have it any other way. You think they'll last? Angela asked, nodding toward Richard and Keisha. About as long as one of your I trust you promises, Marcus joked. Watch it, Williams, she laughed, leaning into him. Or I might have to go buy some more Barry White CDs. It's Larry White, MJ shouted from upstairs. I can hear you, Marcus sighed. Thin walls, MJ. Thin walls. Epilogue. The aftermath. In the weeks that followed, the Williams household found a strange new rhythm. Miss V's treatment was successful, and she returned to her role as the undisputed ruler of the kitchen, though she occasionally lost her medical marijuana, only to have it found by a very confused MJ. Richard and Keisha's marriage was, as predicted, a firestorm of redecorating and public arguments, providing endless entertainment for Marcus at the studio. Tariq finished the salon expansion on time, and though he never got another date with Angela, he did become Jennifer's exclusive contractor, leading to a whole new set of rumors. And Joseph? Well, Joseph spent 3 weeks sleeping on Marcus's couch before Leslie finally decided he had been alerted enough to her feelings. In Atlanta, life, for better or worse, was always loud, always messy, and always worth it. Thin walls and thick dramas. A novel of marriage, meltdowns, and misunderstandings. Chapter 1. The Gospel. According to Barry White, the walls of the Williams household were not so much structural barriers as they were suggestions. Made of high-grade drywall and low-grade privacy, they acted as a filter that allowed only the most awkward sounds to pass through. For MJ, the teenage son of Marcus and Angela Williams, the house was a symphony of information he never asked to conduct. I didn't want to hear it, but I kinda wanted to hear it. MJ muttered to himself as he poked at a cold pile of scrambled eggs. Across the kitchen island, the air was thick. Not with the smell of breakfast, but with the residue of a marital Cold War that had recently turned hot. Marcus, a charismatic sports anchor with a voice like velvet, and a temper that usually stayed in his shoes, was nursing a coffee like it was the only friend he had left. "Who is Larry White?" MJ asked, breaking the silence. Marcus looked up, bleary-eyed. "Who? You know," MJ smirked. "Old fat dude with the deep voice. I love you, baby. I love you, baby, baby." "It's Barry White, son," Marcus sighed. "And if you're hearing Barry White, it means your mother and I are communicating. If you're hearing silence, it means I'm sleeping on the couch, and you should probably check the insurance policy on my car." Marcus wasn't joking. The previous 48 hours had been a blur of accusations and high-octane drama. A woman named Sabrina Murphy had claimed Marcus was the father of her child. Angela, a woman whose reaction time between finding out and setting things on fire was roughly 3 seconds, had already incinerated Marcus's wardrobe and treated his luxury sedan like a marshmallow at a campfire. "So," MJ leaned in, "did Mom make up with you last night? Or is Terry Pendergrass still on strike?" "Teddy," Marcus corrected automatically, "and mind your business. Finish your breakfast. You have a big test." But the test wasn't at school. The test was upstairs, where Angela Williams was currently descending the staircase like a queen deciding which head to chop off first. Chapter 2. The Expansion and the X Factor. The Lady Andy Salon was Angela's sanctuary, or at least it would have been if it weren't currently a construction site. The expansion was supposed to be a sign of growth. But for Angela, it was just another place to harbor suspicion. "I decided to trust you," Angela had told Marcus that morning, though her eyes said, "I'm watching you like a hawk on Red Bull." Her friends and stylists, Jennifer and Leslie, were skeptical. Jennifer, a woman who treated gossip like a professional sport, wasn't buying the sudden peace treaty. "It don't work like that, Angela," Jennifer said, waving a comb. "It would take a priest, an exorcist, and a pardon from the president for you to let this Sabrina Murphy thing go. You're too quick." "I'm smelling a rat." "I have the address," Angela whispered, leaning over a bowl of hair dye. "I'm going over there. I'm going to find out if there's a baby that looks like Marcus, or if Sabrina Murphy is just a lying, home-wrecking ghost." While Angela plotted her private investigation, she also had to deal with Tariq. Tariq was the contractor hired to handle the expansion. He was tall, muscular, and possessed a smile that could distract a nun. He was also the man Angela had a one-night stand with 14 years ago. How does she not remember him? Jennifer asked Leslie as they watched Tariq hammer a load-bearing wall. "She remembers," Leslie whispered back. "She's just playing it professional. Or she's terrified he's going to mention that night in college when things got creative." Tariq, for his part, was a model of professionalism, mostly because he knew that one wrong word would result in a blow-dryer being used as a blunt force weapon. "I'll keep it professional," he promised. "But I wouldn't forget a woman like Angela. She was wild." Chapter 3. The Truth about Sabrina. The confrontation at Sabrina Murphy's house didn't go as expected. There was no screaming match, no hair pulling, and most importantly, no baby. Instead, there was a letter. Back at the Sea Sports Now studio, Marcus was trying to maintain his cool anchor persona, while his best friends, Richard and Joseph, poked fun at his life. Todd, the studio's resident annoyance, delivered a letter that had been dropped off. Dear Marcus. Marcus read aloud, his voice trembling slightly. I am so sorry for the problems I caused. Your wife came to see me. I told her the truth. We never met. I don't even have a kid. I was put up to this by someone I'm no longer friends with. The studio went silent. Marcus felt a wave of relief, followed immediately by a wave of righteous indignation. She trusted me, Marcus muttered. She told me this morning. She trusted me. And then she went straight to that woman's house. That's not trust. That's a sting operation. Meanwhile, at the salon, Angela was in a state of total collapse. Oh, I'm in deep, she wailed to Jennifer. I burned his car. I melted his jewelry into a medallion that said, I can't stand your ass. He was telling the truth the whole time. You better start cooking, girl, Jennifer advised. And I don't mean no microwave dinner. I mean the kind of meal that makes a man forget he's walking to work. Chapter 4. The Legend of Peaches. Just as the marriage drama settled, a new catastrophe emerged from the hallway of the Williams home. Angela, while cleaning or searching for more things to burn, found a perfectly rolled joint outside MJ's room. Marcus, we have a crackhead for a son, Angela screamed, holding the weed like it was a live grenade. It's weed, Angela, not crack, Marcus said, trying to stay calm. It's the gateway, she cried. Next thing you know, he'll be on the street corner with no teeth, scratching himself and calling himself Peaches. You remember my Uncle Harold? They call him Peaches now. I will not have MJ turned into a Peaches. The intervention was swift. MJ was hauled downstairs to face the Drug Enforcement Administration, otherwise known as his parents. Is there a crack in your family foundation? Angela shouted, waving a library book she'd checked out an hour ago. Are there weeds in your family? When Junior just won't say no. Mom, I don't even know what that is, MJ protested. Don't lie to me. I found it in the hall. The tension was broken by Miss V, the elderly, no-nonsense housekeeper, who moved through the house like a slow-moving tectonic plate. It's mine, Miss V said, her voice flat. The room went dead silent. Marcus's jaw hit the floor. MJ looked like he just won the lottery. Miss V? Angela stammered. You're smoking the icky sticky? The doctor prescribed it. Miss V said, her eyes softening. I've been taking chemotherapy. I have a little cancer. It helps with the nausea. I didn't want to make a fuss. The anger in the room evaporated, replaced by a crushing guilt. Angela, who had been ready to send MJ to a military academy, was now in tears for a completely different reason. Miss V, we're family, Marcus said, hugging her. You don't have to hide anything from us. And MJ, I'm sorry, I didn't believe you. It's okay, Dad, MJ said, looking at Miss V. Chapter 5. The Gay Best Friend Gambit. The peace didn't last long. It never did. The next disruptor was Nick, Angela's incredibly handsome friend from college who happened to be in town. In college, to prevent Marcus from descending into a jealous rage, Angela had told him a small lie. She told him Nick was gay. For 15 years, Marcus had welcomed Nick with open arms, treating him like a brother and sharing guy talk that was actually quite revealing. When Nick showed up at the salon, looking like a GQ model, the lie became harder to maintain. Nick. Good old Nick, Marcus said, slapping Nick on the back. How are the guys? You found a lucky man to settle down with yet? Nick looked confused. Angela looked like she wanted to evaporate. I'm actually looking for a house, Nick said carefully. I have the perfect guy for you, Marcus exclaimed. Frank, Big Frank, the security guard at the studio. He's 6'8", he's gay, and he just got out of prison for attempted murder of his last lover, but he's a real cuddler. I'll call him right now. Marcus. Wait, Angela tried to intervene. No, Nick deserves love, Marcus shouted, dialing his phone. Frank, I've got a live one for you. He's handsome, he's in town, and he loves house music. The charade finally broke when Marcus revealed he had known the truth for exactly 20 minutes. Richard and Joseph had ratted Angela out at the studio. I know he's not gay, Angela, Marcus said, a smug grin on his face. I just wanted to see how far you'd let Nick go before you admitted you lied to me for 15 years. I just didn't want you to be jealous, Angela yelled. I'm always jealous. You're Angela Williams. You're a lot to handle. Chapter 6. The Man-Law and the Proposal. The final act of the drama shifted to the rest of the group. Richard, Marcus's business partner, had decided to marry Keisha, Marcus's ex-girlfriend and the primary antagonist of Angela's life. It's a setup for failure, Joseph warned Richard as they looked at a $57,000 engagement ring. You're marrying the woman who makes Angela's skin crawl. This is World War III with a wedding cake. But Richard was smitten, or perhaps just stubborn. He proposed, and Keisha, seeing a chance to officially join the inner circle and torture Angela for eternity, said yes. This put pressure on Leslie and Joseph. They had been together for years, living in a comfortable state of unmarried bliss, or so Joseph thought. Why would we get married? Joseph asked Leslie, while Richard and Keisha flaunted their ring. What we have works. No ball and chain. No papers. We're free. Leslie's face turned into a mask of pure, unadulterated fury. Free? She whispered. You think I want to be free? After 12 years? You think I'm just a long-term rental? Whoa, Leslie, calm down, Joseph said, stepping into the ultimate trap. Are you kidding me? Is it that time of the month? The silence that followed was more terrifying than the fire that consumed Marcus's car. Man-Law. I'm losing altitude, Joseph muttered, as Leslie walked out of the room without a word. Mayday, Mayday. I'm crashing and burning. Epilogue. The thin walls remain. As the sun set on another week of chaos, the Williams household returned to its natural state. A fragile truce. MJ sat in the kitchen, listening to the muffled sounds of his parents talking upstairs. There was no Barry White playing. There were no screams about peaches or burning cars. They're just talking, MJ whispered. Actually talking, but then the faint, deep bass. MJ sighed, picked up his headphones, and put them on. Here we go again. Larry White is back in the building. In the world of Marcus and Angela Williams, the walls were thin, the tempers were thick, and the drama was always, inevitably, just beginning. Novel highlights and expanded themes. The comedy of errors. Every conflict in the story stems from a lack of direct communication, fueled by the thick personalities of the leads. The gender war. The Man-Law segments highlight the satirical take on traditional gender roles and the hilariously failed attempts by men to navigate female logic. The supporting cast. Figures like Jennifer and Miss V provide the grounding, or the gasoline, for the main character's fires, representing the Greek chorus of the urban comedy genre. Thin walls and thick plots. A novel of love, lies, and Larry White. Chapter 1. The Gospel of Larry White. The morning sun hit the Williams household with the kind of aggressive brightness that usually signaled a day full of drama. In the kitchen, Marcus Jr., known to everyone as MJ, was nursing a bowl of cereal and a growing suspicion. His ears, finely tuned by years of living in a house with paper-thin walls, had been working overtime. Marcus Sr. walked in, looking remarkably refreshed. Too refreshed. See? I didn't want to hear it, but I kinda wanted to hear it, MJ muttered into his cornflakes. Marcus stopped mid-stride. You shouldn't have been listening. I was trying not to, MJ protested, waving his spoon for emphasis. But I know if I hear it, y'all are gonna come down smiling and happy, singing Larry White songs. Marcus blinked. Who is Larry White? You know, MJ said, deepening his voice to a gravelly, soulful baritone. The old fat dude with the real deep voice. I love you, baby. I love you, baby, baby. And maybe coming. I love you, baby. Marcus rolled his eyes. It's Barry White, son. And if you keep trying to talk that low, you're gonna need to get another kid, because you're gonna bust a vocal cord. The domestic banter was a thin veil over the tension simmering upstairs. Angela, the matriarch and local firebrand, was still in bed. To Marcus, her sleeping late was a victory. To MJ, it was a tactical maneuver. The boy knew that in this house, silence wasn't peace. It was the eye of the storm. So, did Mom make up with you last night? MJ asked, his eyes darting between his father and the stairs. Marcus sighed. Well, son, look, that's a no. The storm arrived 3 minutes later in the form of Angela Williams, looking like she was ready to go to war or open a salon, whichever required more shouting. The issue at hand was a woman named Sabrina Murphy. Rumors were flying like debris in a hurricane. Sabrina had a kid. The kid was Marcus's, and Angela had already burned a significant portion of Marcus's wardrobe in a fit of preemptive justice. I've been doing a lot of thinking all night long, Angela announced, her eyes narrowing as she looked at Marcus. That explains all the smoke I saw coming out of your ears, Marcus quipped, though his heart was racing. I've decided to trust you, she said, her voice dripping with a sweetness that Marcus knew was 90% artificial. I believe you did not sleep with this woman, and I'm gonna let it go. Marcus felt a weight lift, but only slightly. He knew Angela's trust came with a hidden GPS tracker and a private investigator on speed dial. Chapter 2. The Contractor and the Ghost of College Past. Across town, at Lady Andy's salon, the air was thick with hairspray and secrets. Angela was expanding. She wanted a bigger space, a grander vision, and unfortunately, the best man for the job was Tariq. Tariq was a tall, handsome contractor with a smile that could melt lead. He was also the man Angela had a one-night stand with 14 years ago, a fact she had conveniently forgotten until she saw him holding a blueprint. I would never forget you, Daddy. Tariq whispered to himself as he watched Angela walk by, ignoring him with the intensity of 1,000 suns. Tariq, she's a happily married woman. Leslie, Angela's friend and resident voice of reason, reminded him. I understand that. I'll keep it professional, Tariq promised, though his eyes were definitely not looking at the load-bearing walls. The salon ladies, Jennifer, Leslie, and the ever-sassy Tina, were huddled in the back. Jennifer, a woman who carried her curves and her opinions with equal pride, was skeptical of Angela's newfound trust in Marcus. It don't work like that, Jennifer stated, filing a nail with aggressive precision. It would take a priest, an exorcist, and a party from the president for Angela to let this go. She's too quick to forgive. I'm not buying it. She was right. 5 minutes later, Angela pulled a crumpled piece of paper from her purse. I got the number. I got the address to Sabrina Murphy. I'm going to her house. I knew it, Jennifer shouted. Get the Vaseline, yo, because there's about to be some hair pulling. Angela insisted she was just going to talk, but everyone knew that when Angela said talk, she meant Malcolm X style, by any means necessary. Chapter 3. The Letter and the Lunchbox War. At the sports studio, Marcus and his partner Richard were trying to look professional for their show, See Sports Now. But the drama followed them like a stray dog. Keisha, Richard's girlfriend, and Marcus's ex-wife, was always there. She brought lunch. She brought female energy. She brought a level of annoyance that Marcus found physically painful. She's your ex, and they're just flaunting it in your face, Todd. The studio's janitor and resident instigator whispered to Marcus. It's messed up, man. Todd, go get the mail, Marcus snapped. The mail brought a bombshell. A letter from Sabrina Murphy. Marcus read it aloud, his voice trembling. Dear Marcus, I am so sorry for all the problems I caused. Your wife came to see me this morning. I told her the truth. You and I never met. I don't even have a kid. I was put up to this by a friend I'm no longer talking to. The studio went silent. Marcus felt a surge of vindication, followed immediately by the realization that Angela had lied about trusting him. She had gone behind his back to verify. Trust, but verify, Marcus muttered, echoing a phrase he'd heard 1,000 times. But how does she verify the verify? Chapter 4. The Paternity Panic. Back at the salon, the construction was in full swing, and so was Angela's paranoia. MJ had come by the salon because he was feeling sick, and Tariq, the contractor, had started talking to him. I have trouble breathing sometimes, MJ told Tariq. Me too, Tariq replied. I grew out of it. And I had poor circulation in my left leg when I was 7. MJ had that too, Angela shouted from across the room, her heart skipping a beat. She looked at Tariq. Then she looked at MJ. Then she looked at a photo Tariq had of his mother. Oh Lord, Angela whispered, her knees weakening. MJ looks just like Tariq's mama. The world tilted. 14 years ago, a college party. A night she barely remembered. Could MJ, the son Marcus adored, the boy who sang Barry White songs, actually be Tariq's? Jennifer, I'm in deep, Angela cried in the break room. I was so mean to Marcus about Sabrina, and now I might have to tell him MJ isn't his son. Calm down, Jennifer said, pulling a DNA swab kit out of her purse. Why do you have DNA swabs in your purse? Angela asked, horrified. Leftovers from my last child support battle, Jennifer shrugged. Go swab Marcus while he's sleeping, and I'll get Tariq. The heist was on. Jennifer managed to swab Tariq under the guise of checking his DNA to see how many babies he has. Only for Tariq to reveal the ultimate plot twist. I can't even have kids. An unfortunate accident with a pencil in preschool. Angela breathed a sigh of relief that could have powered a wind farm. MJ was safe. Marcus was the father. Now, she just had to survive the weed incident. Chapter 5. The Peaches Protocol. Disaster struck the Williams household in the form of a small, hand-rolled cigarette found in the hallway. Marcus, look, Angela hissed, holding the joint like it was a live grenade. I found this outside MJ's room. Our son is doing drugs? Marcus asked, his calm demeanor finally cracking. Drugs? Marcus, this is the gateway. Angela began to pace, her imagination spiraling into a dark, cinematic abyss. Next thing you know, he'll be doing anything for a rock. He'll be living on the street corner with no teeth. On heroin. Just scratching and scratching. Angela, it's one joint. Marcus tried to reason. He'll be called Peaches. She wailed. Like my Uncle Harold. They call him Peaches now. Because he did so much drugs. His teeth fell out. I don't want my baby to be called Peaches. When MJ walked in, glowing with the pride of an A on a test, he was met with a wall of parental fury. I was flying high as a kite today. MJ joked, referring to his grades. He's high, Angela screamed. He's turning into Peaches right before our eyes. MJ was sent to his room, bewildered and grounded for a crime he didn't commit. The real culprit, however, was sitting in the kitchen, quietly nursing a cup of tea. Miss V, the housekeeper, who was like family, finally spoke up. It's mine, Miss V said softly. Miss V? Marcus gasped. You're smoking the icky sticky? The doctor prescribed it, she explained, her voice trembling. I've been taking chemotherapy. I have a little cancer, and the marijuana calms my stomach. The room went cold. The humor evaporated, replaced by the heavy, sobering reality of life's cruelty. Angela hugged Miss V, weeping not for Peaches, but for the woman who had helped raise her son. Chapter 6. The gay best friend gambit. To lighten the mood, or perhaps to invite more chaos, Angela's old college friend Nick came to town. Nick was handsome, charming, and a total player back in the day. To keep Marcus from getting jealous, Angela had told him a small, white lie years ago. Nick was gay. He's my gay husband, Angela told the girls. Marcus doesn't mind him because he thinks Nick is looking at his muscles, not my, you know. But Marcus had found out. Richard and Joseph had spilled the beans at the studio. So, she thinks I'm a fool. Marcus grinned, a wicked glint in his eye. When Nick came over for dinner, Marcus was overly affectionate. Nick, buddy, you look great. You got the muscle tone going. Feel that? Go ahead, feel my bicep. Nick looked uncomfortable. Angela looked terrified. Since you're single and looking for a friend, Marcus continued, I want to introduce you to Big Frank. He's 6'8", just got out of prison for attempted murder of his last lover, and he loves to cuddle and spoon. Marcus, no! Angela shouted. I'm not gay. Nick finally screamed, breaking under the pressure of the Big Frank threat. I know, Marcus said, sitting back with a satisfied smirk. And you're not Peaches either. But we're all going to have a very long talk about honesty. Chapter 7. The Marriage Mayday. The novel reached its crescendo at the sports studio, where Richard announced he was proposing to Keisha. A prenup is a setup for failure, Keisha had told Richard, and the man was head over heels enough to believe her. She's gonna take him for everything he's worth, Todd whispered to Marcus. It's gonna be like a car crash, in slow motion. Meanwhile, Joseph and Leslie were trapped in a romantic stalemate. Joseph had proposed once, and Leslie had said no. Now, Leslie wanted him to ask again, but Joseph was too traumatized to risk another rejection. Why won't you marry me? Leslie demanded during a heated argument in the middle of the office. Because the last time I asked, you looked at me like I was a telemarketer, Joseph shouted back. The argument devolved into a classic comedy of errors. Joseph, trying to be logical, made the ultimate mistake. Leslie, are you sure it's not just that time of the month? You're always a little more sensitive when... The silence that followed was louder than any of Angela's screams. You did not just say that, Marcus whispered from the sidelines. Mayday. Mayday. He's crashing and burning. Don't you know man law number 1? Richard added, shaking his head. You never, ever bring up the alert. You just nod and agree until it passes. As the novel concludes, Richard and Keisha head off to a courthouse wedding, a union built on passion and a total lack of legal protection. Joseph is left trying to dig himself out of a hole the size of the Grand Canyon, and Marcus and Angela sit on their porch, listening to the thin walls of their neighbors' lives. You know, Marcus said, pulling Angela close, despite the fire, the smoke, and the Larry White songs. We're doing okay. It's Barry White. Marcus. Angela corrected, leaning her head on his shoulder. And don't you ever forget it. The sun set over the suburbs. A brief moment of peace, before the next hurricane of drama inevitably made landfall. The end. Thin walls and thicker plots. A novel of Atlanta chaos. Chapter 1. The Barry White Breakfast. The walls of the Williams household were not just thin, they were practically gossamer. To Marcus Williams, a man whose career was built on the booming, authoritative voice of a professional sportscaster, the lack of privacy was a recurring tragedy. To his 13-year-old son, MJ, it was a source of endless entertainment and high-octane blackmail material. Marcus sat at the kitchen island, nursing a cup of coffee and staring at a plate of cold eggs. He was waiting for Angela, his wife, to descend from the master suite. The tension in the house was thick enough to clog a drain. See, I didn't want to hear it, MJ said, sliding into the seat next to his father with the smirk of a boy who knew too much, but I kinda wanted to hear it. Marcus sighed, rubbing his temples. You shouldn't have been listening, son. It's a breach of the Geneva Convention. I was trying not to, MJ protested, though his eyes sparkled with mischief. But I know if I hear it, you're gonna come down smiling and happy, singing Larry White songs. Marcus paused, coffee halfway to his lips. Who is Larry White? You know, MJ said, dropping his voice into a gravelly, basement-level baritone. The old fat dude with the real deep voice. I love you, baby. I love you, baby. Baby. It's Barry White, MJ. And you're going to have to get another kid if you're trying to talk that low. You'll bust a spleen. Whatever, Dad. Larry, Barry. The point is, you ain't smiling. And you know what that means. Marcus looked away. It meant that the Sabrina Murphy situation was still a jagged piece of glass in the middle of their marriage. Sabrina Murphy, a woman who claimed Marcus was her baby daddy, had set Angela's world on fire. Quite literally, Angela had responded by incinerating Marcus's car, his designer suits, and his favorite jewelry. How was your night? Marcus asked, trying to pivot to something safer. Good. Ready for my big test, MJ said. Where's Mom? She's coming down. Slept late. MJ raised an eyebrow. Slept late? That's a good sign. Maybe you two finally had a good night. What do you mean? Well, MJ leaned in. It means, at least, y'all are sleeping in the same room. Well, son, Marcus muttered. Look, that's a no, MJ groaned. So I was kinda hoping you did, but I was hoping I didn't hear it. But I did want to hear it, but I didn't want to hear it. Because if y'all doing it, then I'ma hear it. These walls, Dad, they're like paper. MJ, enough. You think we were talking? We were talking. Yeah, when you and Mom are talking, I know what's happening, MJ countered. When that Terry Pendergrass gets to playing, I know the deal. It's Teddy Pendergrass, MJ. Good Lord. Him too, MJ said, grabbing his backpack as the school bus honked outside. But see, then you come downstairs just smiling and giggling, and then Mama comes right behind you and she's all glowing. And together, y'all just a hing hing hing. But today, no hing hing. Just cold eggs. The bus honked again. MJ sprinted for the door, leaving Marcus in the silence of a house that felt too big and too empty, despite the thin walls. Chapter 2. The Smoke and the Sanctuary. 10 minutes later, Angela Williams floated into the kitchen. She looked radiant, which was suspicious. Usually, after a week of accusing Marcus of infidelity and burning his property, she looked like a hurricane survivor. Good morning, Marcus, she said, her voice unusually soft. Good morning, babe, Marcus replied cautiously. He didn't move. He didn't want to startle the predator. Baby, I've been doing a lot of thinking all night long, she said. Marcus looked toward the ceiling. That explains all the smoke. Babe, I've decided to trust you, she continued, ignoring the jab. Marcus felt a weight lift off his chest, so suddenly he almost fell over. Baby, you serious? Do you know how long I've been waiting to hear you say that? Thank you. He stood up and pulled her into a hug. For a moment, it was perfect. The air was clear. The car was still a pile of ash in the driveway, but the marriage was alive. If I did not have to go to work, Marcus whispered into her ear, I would go up those stairs, and I'd soundproof the room. We'd be on a temporary and awkward 3 times. Angela giggled. Oh, that's how we made MJ. See you tonight, babe. I love you, Marcus said, watching her walk out. As soon as the door clicked shut, Angela's smile vanished. She reached into her purse and pulled out a slip of paper. Trust, but verify, she whispered to herself. I need that Sabrina Murphy's address. I'm going to see for myself. Chapter 3. The ghost of one night stands past. Over at Angela's hair salon, the atmosphere was less zen and more battle zone. The salon was undergoing an expansion, which meant the air was filled with sawdust, the sound of hammers, and the presence of 5 very muscular contractors. Angela's friends and employees, Jennifer and Leslie, were already there. Jennifer, a woman who treated every day like a reality show audition, was currently staring at the lead contractor, Tariq, with enough thirst to dehydrate a camel. Honey, Jennifer whispered to Angela as she walked in, that is the kind of man you make a fool of yourself for. Angela looked at Tariq. He was handsome, rugged, and strangely familiar. She felt a jolt of anxiety in her stomach. Leslie, Angela said, pulling her friend aside. Is he gonna be here every day? Unfortunately, yes, Leslie said. Tariq, she just wants the job done, okay? Just do a good job. Tariq looked at Angela, a smirk playing on his lips. No offense, Angela. I understand. It was 14 years ago we had that one-night stand. I can't believe you don't even remember me. The room went silent. Jennifer's jaw hit the floor. Leslie froze. I would never forget you, Daddy, Tariq added with a wink. Angela felt the blood drain from her face. Tariq, I am a happily married woman. I don't know what you're talking about. I understand, Tariq said, turning back to his blueprints. I'll keep it professional. See you on Monday. Once Tariq was out of earshot, Jennifer exploded. Angela, how do you not remember him? That man is a specimen. He is a work of art. I was in college. Angela hissed. It was a long time ago. It was one night. I was wild. Was ich sick? Was ich sick? Was ich sick? Was ich sick? Honey, Jennifer said, her eyes narrowing. You think you're the only one who remembers? Look at the calendar, Angela. MJ is 13. You and this Tariq had a moment 14 years ago. Don't even go there, Jennifer. MJ is Marcus's son. He has Marcus's ears. Somewhere. Angela, Leslie said softly. Tariq's mother was by here earlier to drop off his lunch. I saw her. Angela. Angela felt a cold sweat break out. No. 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 I told Marcus I trust him. I can't have this coming back on me now. Chapter 4. The Poodle and the Pro Center. While Angela was facing her past at the salon, Marcus was facing his present at the TV studio. He was preparing for another episode of Sea Sports Now with his partner, Joseph. Joseph was currently watching a monitor, laughing. The crowd favorite continues to be Davis, because why? He's the underdog, and doesn't everyone just love the underdog? In your case, Marcus, the poodle. Marcus rolled his eyes. Hey, it's a 6'4" dude walking a little poodle. It's a power move. It looks like a tragedy, Joseph countered. Their banter was interrupted by the arrival of Keisha, Marcus's ex-girlfriend. She was now dating Richard, Marcus's business partner. It was a messy, tangled web that Marcus tried to ignore. But Keisha made it impossible by showing up at the studio every day with lunch for Richard. Hey babe, Keisha said, ignoring Marcus and kissing Richard. I brought you some lunch. You hungry? Thank you, honey, Richard said, beaming. Marcus watched them, his stomach turning. It wasn't that he wanted Keisha back. God forbid it was the principle of the thing. She was everywhere. Messed up, man, Todd, the studio's janitor and resident gossip, whispered to Marcus. She's your ex, and they're just flaunting it, and the soda machine is broken again. Todd, go get the mail, Marcus snapped. I'm just saying. Todd shouted as he walked away. Richard's gonna find out the hard way. Keisha is a lot of woman. Too much woman. A few minutes later, Todd returned with a letter. No mail, but this letter just got dropped off for you, Marcus. From a Sabrina Murphy. Marcus's heart stopped. He opened the letter with trembling hands. Dear Marcus, I am so sorry for all the problems I caused you. Your wife came to see me this morning at my house, and I told her the truth. I told her that you and I never met. We were never together. I don't even have a kid. I was put up to this by someone I am no longer friends with. I'm so sorry. Marcus let out a breath he felt like he'd been holding for a month. She knows, he whispered. Angela went to see her. See, Joseph said. I told you. Now you can have a drama-free life. Drama-free? Marcus laughed bitterly. Angela told me this morning that she trusted me. Then she immediately went behind my back to verify it. That's not trust, Joseph. That's an investigation. Chapter 5. The Peaches Intervention. Back at the Williams house. Things were taking a turn for the surreal. Miss V, the housekeeper who was more like a grandmother with a sharp tongue, was supposed to be watching MJ. Marcus had come home early, still fuming about Angela's investigation, when he found something on the floor, in the hallway, outside MJ's room. It was a joint. A perfectly rolled, high-grade marijuana cigarette. Oh, no, Marcus whispered. MJ, when Angela got home, Marcus showed her the evidence. Have you lost your damn mind? Angela screamed. Though she wasn't screaming at Marcus, she was screaming at the universe. My baby? A crackhead? I refused to have a crackhead as a child. It's not crack, Angela. It's the gateway drug, Marcus. Next thing you know, he'll be doing anything for a rock. Living on the street corner with no teeth. Like my Uncle Harold. They call him Peaches now because he's all soft and toothless. I don't want MJ to be called Peaches. Angela, calm down. We don't even know if it's his. We found it in front of his room. Who else's would it be? Miss V's. She's a church-going woman. They called MJ downstairs. The poor boy looked confused. MJ, Marcus said, holding up the joint. Do you know what this is? That's a joint, Dad. What are you doing with that? Are you smoking again? Don't play with me, boy, Marcus shouted. We found this in the hall. Are you smoking weed? No, Dad, I swear, that's not mine. One thing I will not tolerate is lying, Angela yelled. Go to your room. You are on punishment until you turn 25. MJ trudged upstairs, muttering about Negro spirituals and child welfare services. A few hours later, Miss V walked into the kitchen. She looked tired, her eyes a bit glassy. Miss V, MJ whispered, sneaking down the stairs. I'm in big trouble. They think that icky I found is mine. Miss V sighed. Boy, I thought I smoked that. I must have been high as hell to drop it in the hallway. MJ's eyes went wide. Miss V, you're the one smoking? You're the crackhead? It ain't crack, you little fool. It's medicine. The doctor prescribed it. I got a little cancer, MJ. The chemo makes me nauseous. MJ's face fell. The humor of the situation evaporated instantly. Miss V, you have cancer? I'm fine, baby. 3 more treatments and I'm good as new. But your parents, they found it? Yeah. And they're gonna turn me into peaches. Miss V marched into the living room, where Marcus and Angela were currently researching intervention strategies for high-functioning teens. It's mine, Miss V said. Her voice steady. Miss V, don't cover for him, Marcus said. I ain't covering for nobody. I'm grown. The doctor gave it to me for the nausea. I've been going through chemo. The room went silent. I didn't want to fuss, Miss V said. Now, give me my joint back. I need to calm my stomach. Marcus handed it over, feeling like the smallest man in Atlanta. I'm so sorry, Miss V. For everything. It's all right, Miss V said, heading for the door. But Marcus, my next one better be bigger than this. This one was pathetic. Chapter 6. The fix-up and the fallout. To make up for the Peaches debacle, Angela decided she needed to do something good for her friend Jennifer. Jennifer was currently dating her ex-husband, a man who didn't pay child support and treated her like an afterthought. We need to fix her up, Angela told Marcus. We need a man for her. Someone strong. Someone who likes meat on the bones. I don't know, Angela, Marcus said. Jennifer is a lot to handle. She's like a hurricane in a sequins dress. Just ask your friends. Joseph, Richard. Someone must know. A nice single guy. The dinner party was a disaster from the moment the guests arrived. Angela had invited 2 guys from Marcus's gym. Billy, a cop, and Scotty, a high school football coach. Everything was going fine until the men went into the kitchen to talk. Man, Billy whispered, I hope you're not trying to hook me up with that sister. It would take both of us to hit that. Right, Scotty laughed. You didn't say nothing about a 2-for-1 deal. They didn't realize Jennifer was standing right behind the door. She burst in, her eyes flashing fire. Let me tell you fools something. You'd be lucky to have a chick like me, because I hold my man down. Something goes wrong, I handle it. So you know what? You can go to hell with your bitch-ass selves. She grabbed a chicken wing and marched out the front door. And I better have a damn-to-go plate tomorrow, Angela. Angela turned on the men. Get out, both of you, now. As the house cleared out, Angela sat on the sofa, exhausted. I was just trying to help, she whispered. I know, babe, Marcus said, sitting next to her. But you can't protect people from themselves. Jennifer's gonna be okay. She's Jennifer. Chapter 7. The Gay Best Friend, Gambit. A week later, a new complication arrived in the form of Nick Boland. Nick was Angela's best friend from college. A man so handsome, he made professional athletes look like gargoyles. Marcus had always been jealous of Nick. To solve the problem back in college, Angela and Leslie had told Marcus that Nick was gay. Nick's in town, Angela announced. We're going out tonight. Just some shopping and dancing. With Nick? Marcus asked, his eyes narrowing. Oh, don't worry, baby. You know, Nick is, one of the girls. Marcus smiled. He finally felt secure. Have fun, babe. Spend the night if you need to. But later that day at the studio, Joseph and Richard set him straight. Nick Boland? Joseph laughed. Man, that guy was the biggest player in college. He tried to hit everything that moved. But he's gay, Marcus said, his smile faltering. No, he's not, Richard said. Marcus felt the silverback gorilla inside him wake up. Oh, is that so? That night, when Angela and Nick returned to the house, Marcus was waiting. He was unusually friendly. Nick, good to see you, man. Listen, I have a friend I want to introduce you to. Big Frank. He's a security guard at the studio. He's 6'8", just got out of prison for attempted murder of his last lover, and he loves to cuddle. Nick's face went pale. Marcus, that's nice, but... Oh, come on, Nick. You're always playing hard to get, Marcus said, stepping closer. Frank is on his way. He just had his back and legs waxed. He's ready for you. Angela tried to intervene. Baby, maybe Nick isn't ready for a commitment. I'm not gay, Nick finally shouted. The room went silent. Marcus folded his arms. I know. I've known since lunch. Angela looked at the floor. I'm sorry, Marcus. You were so jealous. And Nick is just a friend. We've never been intimate. Men and women can be friends. Maybe, Marcus said. But friends don't lie to friends for 15 years. Get out, Nick. Before Big Frank actually shows up. He's not gay either, but he really does like to cuddle when he's been drinking. Chapter 8. The Proposal Paradox. The season of chaos culminated in a double-header of relationship drama. Richard and Keisha had decided to get married. In a judge's office. Right now, I can't live without her, Richard told Marcus, who was trying to convince him to sign a prenup. She's gonna take you for everything, man, Marcus warned. Keisha thinks a prenup is a setup for failure. That's code for I'm taking the house. But Richard didn't care. They ran off to the courthouse, leaving Joseph and Leslie in a state of existential crisis. Joseph and Leslie had been living together for years. They were happy. But seeing Richard and Keisha leap into the fire made Leslie start thinking. Joseph, she said that night, I saw a ring in your bag. Oh, Joseph said, panicking. That was for Richard. I was picking it up for him. Oh. Leslie's face fell. So you weren't gonna ask me? I thought we agreed. We like our freedom. No ball and chain. Right? Right, Leslie said, though her voice cracked. Right. No ball and chain. Exactly, Joseph said, completely missing the subtext. Why ruin a good thing? It's probably just that time of the month, babe. You're getting sensitive. The silence that followed was deafening. Joseph, Leslie said, her voice like ice. Do not say another word. You are digging a hole so deep, you'll need a ladder to see the sun. What? What did I do? Man, law number 1, Joseph. Marcus whispered from the doorway. Never mention the cycle. You just crashed and burned. Mayday, Mayday. Chapter 9. The Truth About Tariq. The final piece of the puzzle fell into place at the salon. The expansion was finished. Tariq was packing up his tools. Angela had been avoiding him. Her mind tortured by the possibility that MJ wasn't Marcus's son. She had even stolen a DNA swab from MJ's mouth while he was sleeping. Tariq, Jennifer said, stepping up to the contractor. Before you go, I just gotta know. How many babies you got running around this city? Tariq laughed. None. None? A man like you? I can't have kids, Tariq said, his voice turning serious. Unfortunate accident when I was in preschool. I was running with a pencil in my pocket. Well, you can imagine. I'm sterile. Always have been. Angela, who was eavesdropping behind a curtain, nearly fainted. If Tariq couldn't have kids, then MJ was 100% Marcus's son. The resemblance to Tariq's mother was just a coincidence, or maybe just the fact that half of Atlanta shared the same 3 tailors. She ran out from behind the curtain and hugged Tariq. Thank you. Oh, thank you. For being sterile? Tariq asked. confused. You're welcome? Epilogue. The Hing returns. That night, the Williams house was quiet. Miss V was resting, her cancer in remission. MJ was upstairs, probably planning his next blackmail scheme. Marcus and Angela sat on the sofa. I'm sorry for being crazy, Angela said. I'm sorry for the big Frank thing, Marcus replied. They leaned into each other. The walls were still thin, the car was still a charred memory. But as Marcus started to hum a little Barry White, and Angela started to giggle, the hing returned to the household. Upstairs, MJ put on his headphones. Here we go again, he whispered. Larry White is in the building. And, for the first time in a long time, everything was exactly as it should be. Thin walls and thicker skin. A novel of love, chaos, and Barry White. Chapter 1. The Symphony of the Suburbs. The morning sun over the Williams household didn't just rise. It announced itself with the subtle vibrating bass of old-school R&B. Marcus Jr., known to everyone as MJ, sat at the kitchen table, his cereal softening into a sugary mush as he stared at the ceiling. The walls in this house were not merely partitions. They were acoustic conductors. And right now, they were conducting a very specific type of business. See, I didn't want to hear it, MJ muttered to the empty kitchen. But I kinda wanted to hear it. Miss V, the family's live-in anchor and professional truth-teller, bustled past him with a basket of laundry. She didn't miss a beat. You shouldn't have been listening, boy. Privacy is a luxury you can't afford in this floor plan. I was trying not to. MJ protested, throwing his hands up. When the music starts, it's only a matter of time before they come down those stairs, smiling like they just won the lottery, singing Larry White songs. Miss V stopped dead, her hip cocked. Who is Larry White? You know, MJ said, deepening his voice into a gravelly, soulful rumble. Old fat dude with the real deep voice. I love you, baby. I love you. Baby, baby. Miss V burst into a cackle that rattled the china. That is Barry White, you little fool. And if your daddy is trying to talk that low, you're gonna have to get yourself a new set of ears, because he's liable to bust a lung. The ceiling creaked. The Larry White concert had ended. A moment later, Marcus Williams descended the stairs, looking a bit too refreshed for a Tuesday morning. He was glowing. He was practically vibrating at a frequency of pure satisfaction. Morning, Dad, MJ said, his eyes narrowed with suspicion. How was your night? Good, son. Real good, Marcus said, reaching for the orange juice with a skip in his step. You ready for your big test? Yeah, sure. Where's Mom? She's coming down. Slept late. Marcus flashed a grin that was far too wide. MJ sighed, leaning back. Slept late. That's a good sign. At least y'all are sleeping in the same room again. Did Mom make up with you last night? Marcus's smile faltered just a fraction. He looked at his son, the 13-year-old, who knew entirely too much about adult conflict resolution. Well, son, look, that's a no, MJ interpreted. So, I was kinda hoping you did, but I was hoping I didn't hear it. But I did want to hear it, because if y'all are doing it, then I'ma hear it. And if I hear it, then I know everything is okay. MJ, stop, Marcus barked, though his face was flushing. The walls, Dad. The walls are thin. When that Terry Pendergrass starts playing, it's steady. Marcus and Miss V shouted in unison. Him too. MJ stood up as the bus honked outside. But then y'all come down here giggling and Mama is right behind you going hing. It's a lot. As MJ bolted for the door, Angela Williams made her entrance. She didn't look like a woman who had spent the night in a heated argument. She looked like a woman who had reached a monumental decision. She walked straight to Marcus, her eyes softening in. Good morning, Marcus, she whispered. Good morning, babe, he replied, cautious but hopeful. Baby, I've been doing a lot of thinking all night long, she started. Marcus glanced at the ceiling. That explains all that smoke I smelled. Angela ignored the jab. I've decided to trust you. I believe you didn't sleep with that woman, Sabrina Murphy. I'm gonna let it go. The relief that washed over Marcus was visible. Thank you. He moved to embrace her, his mind already racing. If I didn't have to go to work right now, I'd go up those stairs and soundproof the room for our celebration tonight. 3 times. Angela whispered playfully. Oh, that's how we made MJ. Marcus laughed, kissing her forehead. I'll see you tonight. Thank you for trusting me. But, as the door closed behind him, Angela's expression shifted. The softness evaporated, replaced by a cold, calculating resolve. She reached into her purse and pulled out a slip of paper. Trust, she muttered to the empty room, but verify. I need that Sabrina Murphy's address. It's time to see what's really behind door number 2. Chapter 2. The Salon of Secrets. Lady Andy's salon was more than a place for hair and nails. It was a high-octane theater of urban drama. The air was thick with the scent of ammonia, peppermint oil, and the spicy scent of brewing gossip. Jennifer, Angela's best friend, and a woman whose personality was as large as her heart and her voice, was currently holding court. She was watching the front door with the intensity of a hawk. I'm telling you, Leslie, Jennifer said to the salon's manager, Angela is too quiet. When that girl gets quiet,